What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone in your own night and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat and get out and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above. Look, look, look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kissing and walk again, talk, talk, kissing and talk again, oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand and get out and get under the moon.
Good Wednesday evening. What's up, everybody? It's currently just me. Mike's having a computer issue, so he'll be on shortly. Sorry we missed you guys the last 2 weeks. Things have been really hectic. Last week we kind of called it off simply because we knew everybody was getting ready for Midwest Honors Convention, so I knew things were going to be crazy. And I had a ton of crap I had to get done, and Mike did too. So we just kind of took last week off, obviously. Week before that was pretty much the same. It's just been so freaking busy. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Mike will be here shortly. Hey, what's up, Reggie? Hey, Kat. Hey, Ranger. Vic, Keith, Berlina. How's everyone doing? Hopefully I got everyone. It's a little different doing all this stuff at once by yourself. Normally I just handle all the background stuff, but trying to do the talking and the background stuff's a little more than I want to do. I'm sure you are exhausted. Oh man, I can't believe you guys had the issues that you had. That's crazy. I mean, you know, I guess it's to be expected, but certainly rough on Vic. So who, I mean, besides Vic and Keith, who went to, who else went? I know a lot of you guys are kind of scattered throughout the United States. Not quite as easy to get to. How you doing, Reggie? You feeling all right, man? Everything's still good? How long are you going to be stuck there? You're not going to stay there the entire time, are you? I mean, I know you probably don't have much of a choice. It's pretty interesting too, because there's quite a bit of stuff to talk about tonight. So I know, okay. What are you doing with your vehicle? You leaving it there to get fixed, or you taking it back? Yeah, Vic had an issue with his vehicle. No, that's awesome. Very cool. I saw you guys had some pictures with Alan too. I saw he had pictures with everybody. That guy, he gets around. Sorry, got a message. But anywho, some interesting news in the haunt world over this last week. Some really, really crappy news. And the other thing, like, I kind of want to talk about, I really want to get your two, like, your guys' perspective on this, because it's something Mike and I talked about. And I know, like, this year, we both feel like this year is going to probably be as difficult as 2020 for haunters, simply because of everything, the inflation being so crazy, gas prices being just nuts. You know, I just don't think it's going to be a very good year, because people just are, I mean, they're good. People are going to spend money to go to haunts and stuff, but I can't see it being like an overabundance, simply because it's coming down to a point where people are already making choices like gas or electric, food or electric or gas. I mean, there's a lot of people struggling, and it's just, you know, I don't think they're going to have the disposable income that, you know, I mean, yeah, we're obviously, it'll be a good year in the sense that, like, what you can do will be fun. And you guys were super creative during 2020 anyway, like when you couldn't, you know, there were so many things just up in the air. Like Keith did the magnets and everything. Those tow coffins were awesome. I liked them. Although, why didn't you like scorch them or stain them? Why did you leave them like? Why were they just like raw looking? Did you just want to leave that up to the people? $800 one way in diesel fuel. That's insane. And then you think about like getting merchandise shipped to people at the rates for diesel and everything. It's you know, it's insane. Just absolutely bonkers. Something's gonna have to give eventually. I don't know what their plan is, you know. We don't really get into the politics of things, so I don't want to get into that kind of stuff. But at some point, there's gonna be a breaking point. I mean, people aren't gonna be able to just keep going the way they are. Okay, so you did it so they could customize it themselves. Yeah, I mean, that's not a terrible idea. It did seem like everybody's having a good time. Saw the photos and everything. Very cool. And yes, Keith, you're right. The goddamn Bloodshed Brothers. That is definitely going to be a talking point, and it's really something that we need to figure out as a whole community. Like what can be done to, you know, stronger vetting for employees and volunteers. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right, Kath. I think it will be a bigger emphasis on local haunts. I think there will be enough people that could throw down $30 or something for, you know, a night out. Because, you know, when you can't do anything else because it costs too much to travel to go like on vacations and stuff. I mean, it's definitely, I'm looking more at the aspect of how much are haunts going to have to raise their prices to match what's costing them for materials and operating costs that are just going to be skyrocketing. I know that, you know, maybe they'll do certain nights where you get a deal on the haunt or something. I don't know. It's going to be a tricky year. It definitely won't be the year for people traveling all over the country to go visit them. That's for sure. And honestly, I really hope that something gets figured out between now and next May, because it's going to be rough on us if things just keep going the way they're going for us to pull the convention off. Apparently, Mike's just having all kinds of issues, so I'll keep it rolling for as long as I can on my own. I don't generally have that much to say, so it's probably not going to last super long. But as long as everybody's staying active in chat and I have something to feed off of, I could probably make it happen. And I know we've been MIA for 2 weeks, so he's got to leave Keith's house to wife me. I saw Keith's wife's shoes. She's got the zombie shoes, doesn't she? Those are pretty badass. I have a friend that had those, and they look awesome. He's gonna pack her in a suitcase, huh? All right, Mike said I'll be able to join in about 20. I'll see if I can make it that long. We got a good amount of chat going on, so it's not hard to stay up with things. It was nice though, because I hooked up my new Stream Deck to my streaming computer, so I was able to just push buttons now. I don't have to click anything or anything like that. I can just simply reach out and touch a button. I can mute myself. I can start the stream. I can end the stream. I can change the scenes. Super easy stuff now. I don't know why I didn't do it before. I've had this thing for like 2 years. Wednesday nights might be shot for him, so everyone's gonna figure out another night, which is fine too. Honestly, I kind of wanted to get off of Wednesday nights myself, so we'll need to figure out another night. Perhaps, I don't. Maybe we'll go back to Mondays like we were doing on the early days. I don't know. The Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Yes, that looks so interesting. I don't know. I legitimately I thought it was a joke too. And I started watching Army of the Dead yesterday. I had to turn it off. It was bad. Like, it wasn't even B movie bad. It was just really bad. Maybe we can do it on a Tuesday night. closer to the midweek. So no Sundays or Thursdays. So we could do Tuesday, or no Sundays or Fridays. So we could do Tuesday or a Thursday. I really like to keep it consistent, but at the same time, if we have to switch off one week, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Sean said Tuesday will not work for him. Well, I want to make sure we can get as many people as possible to still be able to show up, you know. I don't want you can always listen to it after the fact. It's just not as fun. We know that. And it's not like people are taking massive road trips right now or anything, you know. Can't listen to it on the road. Although it's only me talking right now, so I wouldn't advise listening to it on the road anyway. You'd probably fall asleep or something. I don't know, like personally, I don't know that Monday would work super well for me, or Tuesday. I have to think of my schedule and then we can figure it out from there. I mean, I'm fairly open as far as like later nights go, but we'll get it sorted out. It doesn't matter. Midweek stuff, you know. But yeah, I assume everyone saw the absolutely disgusting and appalling news about one of the Bloodshed brothers. It's something that needs to be like drastically addressed within the whole. Alan Hobbs made an extremely well said post about it. And I wish I would have, like, you know, had it in front of me so I could have read it, because his wording and his thought process on the whole thing. There is a squeak noise in the audio. It was a cricket in the bearded dragon cage behind me. That's more than likely what you heard. Or you heard my chair squeak. I don't know. But there goes the cricket again. The damn bearded dragon just needs to eat this thing. Yeah, it was one of the brothers and some of their staff. I think there needs to be a whole lot more investigation done across the country. And I know this opinion is going to aggravate some people, but I feel like the majority of you here understand where we're coming from, at least. I think one of the biggest places that needs to be looked into is the Haunt Clown Consortium. There are a lot of extremely suspect characters, and I understand these are characters, but some of them have been seriously walking that fine line between acting and then acting on their fantasies. And I really feel like if they really got into a serious undercover investigation, they're gonna pull up some stuff that isn't gonna be good. And like, Kat, you're absolutely right. There are crappy people everywhere. Unfortunately, I feel like the haunt industry itself, because of the environment and behavior, it really leaves the door open for more people to slide under the radar. And there are tens of thousands of haunt people that are completely normal, and, you know, this is not a thing, you know, I'm not addressing this as an industry wide. Everybody that does, you know, it's part of the industry has issues, but I feel like there's that particular group that a lot of the behavior from some of these people, even outside of character, is extremely suspect, and it would not put it past me. And I don't really want to generalize it to the point that, like, I'm saying yes, specifically 100%, the vaping clowns, but a lot of those guys, man, they just really questionable. Really questionable. Yeah, so Berlina, extremely like just appalling, disgusting behavior. I need my gas powered generator filled up with gas again. I know the perfect person to do it. Yeah, Reggie kind of summed it up. It was one of the owners of one of the brothers from Bloodshed Brothers and a couple of their employees. The one guy, man, he had I don't even remember. It was like 74 felony charges that he was going to be tried for, and I think they ended up at like 25 or so. The dude got like 215 years in prison. He's not making it out for sure. He probably will only be in prison for a short time before somebody gets to him. Yeah, 57. I may have just gone dyslexic on that and reversed it, but yeah, he's not gonna be very well liked in prison at all. But like, if I could paraphrase what Alan said, he's like, the haunt industry itself, people go to it to feel, scared and frightened in the darkness in a safe environment, and it's not something that we want to have people like it. We shouldn't be worried about our kids going to these places. Like, let them go get scared, in a safe environment is fantastic. But now, I mean, this kind of shit's been going on for forever. Like, forever. It's not something new, but I do think it's something that is increasing drastically. Wood chipper, yeah, totally. Hey guys, Primo here, down luck getting kicked out of home for no reason. Oh damn, sorry to hear that, Primo. I hope you the best, man. I wish I could do something other than say some kind words. Too often when something like this happens, folks say, we thought something was weird, but they didn't speak up. We need to say something. And exactly my point. That's kind of where I'm at with it too, is like I said, there's a lot of seriously questionable people, and I would really like to have them do some more undercover investigations. You're totally right. You know what? I would not have a problem pointing a finger, and if I'm wrong, I would say I'm wrong, but it's just like the whole thing with He Who Shall Not Be Named and his torture porn haunt. Everybody knew that dude was up to some really shady shit, and everybody immediately called him on it. And it needs to be that way everywhere. If you have any doubt about a person that you're looking to hire or somebody that you work with that just says some like seriously off-colored remarks that you definitely know aren't appropriate, then like say something to somebody. And if they don't want to say anything, go to a higher authority. One of the owners at Hill Scream got arrested for child rape, and he can't go around any haunted house stuff. It sucks. You can't trust people nowadays. Totally, absolutely. Background checks, like vetting to like the highest degree, because legitimately these are people that are around young children in a dark environment where there's numerous places where something could be, done inappropriately. It's also one of those things that, again, I don't want to paint the picture with just one broad stroke of a color of the brush, but when you see certain people saying things, even if they're just line actors, there are certain lines that don't need to be crossed. They need to do more investigation because they did a lot of things in Southern California. They did have one girl step up and told the manager that was going, and they did nothing about it. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, if you go to your manager and they do nothing, you need to take that shit and escalate to another person higher above. Some of the managers and owners are the actual issues. Exactly. This is not just apply to hunt industry. Folks need to speak up about stuff they see that is wrong. You can do it without being a Karen. Yeah, totally. I agree. It's just this happens to be the industry that we're in, and it is currently in the news. And it really, I mean, there is a greater risk of it happening, I think, in the haunt industry, simply because of the personality types that get into haunting and the fact that it's a dark environment. There's not always cameras that, can pick up everything. That's why I think there just needs to be seriously stronger vetting processes for everybody. Oh yeah, I would imagine their social media is gone. They're not going to leave that shit up. Nope. I don't have a fan on. I do, however, have my PC on. Let me turn the gain up on my mic and maybe it'll kill it. This fucking cricket though, man. Good lord. The damn dragon just needs to hurry up and eat it. I saw it eat one today, so it's a little quieter. It's kind of warm in here, like warmer than normal. So my PCs are running a little hotter. Exactly. Background checks for hiring them. We don't need them to destroy the haunt industry because this keeps going on. There'll be no more haunted houses, and it affects the ones that don't do. Yeah, I don't know that it would get to the point where there's no haunted houses, but it's definitely something that absolutely needs to be addressed, and stronger emphasis needs to be made on it. Restarted opening Discord. Oh, we might have Mike here for a minute. I might not have to talk so much. I'll not be sad about that at all. Did the fan noise go away any? I mean, I can always turn. I don't want to turn the mic down too much, but there's so many sounds happening in the background right now. I got to throw up some sound dampening panels. I'll get on that eventually. Also, I need a new microphone, so we'll have some better sounding audio quality in the future. I mean, I know my audio is not bad, but always improving, never staying stationary. I'm about to eat this fucking cricket though. If this damn dragon doesn't take care of it soon. This has been like 3 or 4 days now. I'm constantly working on the computer and all I hear is this damn cricket. Yeah, I think I'm in Discord. Let me see. I may not have joined the room. Hold on. Because you weren't on. Oh, fuck, I didn't. Hold on. Oh, shit, I hear you. I hear myself talking to myself in there. All right. Yeah, you sound good. Too busy, huh? Kat said, my ex was 6'7" and an athlete. Many times he stepped in when seeing a man acting inappropriate to a wife, girlfriend, kids, and politely discussed it. I do the same. Granted, I'm only 6'4", but I'm a big dude, and I don't tolerate that kind of shit at all. I'm definitely not a looky-loo when it comes to shit like that. I learned from him how to do it. Always stepping in embarrasses my kids a lot, but I do not care. Exactly. It's better to step up than to step back. Crickets are good protein. It could be poison at this point. I'm still going to eat the damn thing. I'm just sick of hearing it. The damn thing won't eat the dead ones, though. It's like T-Rex has got to hunt, Doesn't want to be fed. Thinking about freelancing this year to visit haunted houses around Halloween. If anyone likes Primo to go to your haunts, message me. Well, there you go. I don't have a haunt, but James Holly and the Crickets. Yeah. Nah, you went a little garbled for a second, but you're good. Bad happens. Hold on. They might not be able to hear you. Hold on a second. Let me check something. Excuse me. All right. Say something real quick.
Say something real quick.
Haha, we got you back. We're good.
Yay. Okay, here we are. Yeah, sorry, James. Sorry, everybody. This is why I'm gonna have to switch Wednesday nights. I'll explain. Yeah, it's just it's Wednesday nights are now dead. Wednesday, Fridays, and Sunday nights are now dead to me. So anyway, the quick explanation is for those of you who've been tuning in long enough. I'm starting to do free community events down at the Sandy Beach Corey and Jones Resource Center, where hopefully hopefully the next May we'll be doing the Home Haunter Convention. Like James said, things are a little wonky. I'll try to catch up with everything. Wednesday, several about a month. What is that all? Oh, fuck off, Discord. God damn it.
Discord making all kinds of noise.
Let me mute Discord. I forgot to do that. I'm sure
we got a Streamloots played. I hear you.
I'll break some shit probably. Okay.
And while we're on the topic, while you sort that out, we're talking about the
sorted.
Home Haunter Convention. I am still in the researching phase for the appropriate ticketing processor. There are a lot of them, and yeah, we could use HauntPay, but we're looking for something that is specific for what we want, and I'm just being extremely thorough before we decide on anything. So the actual purchasing of tickets to the event will be up soon. Not immediately, but soon enough.
Hump A is cute. It's kind of restrictive. I mean, it works, but it's restrictive. But, I hate it when shit doesn't work. Anyway, long story short, several months ago I did a game and movie night, and the combination didn't work. So we're now doing game nights every Wednesday night from 6:30 to 8:30. And originally, there was somebody there that I was going to, but now it's looking like it's better if I can be there at least for a few months. Um, and it translates to 9:30. You know, like we start at 9 Eastern. I think a change of pace for the stream anyway will do it some good. For those that have really been around, we used to do this 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh yeah, there's 3 times a week at the peak of it.
Yeah. So
and usually Friday nights were 3, 4, 7 hours long.
Yeah. Which back then when lockdown was hot and heavy, but the evolution of Haunters Anonymous with Home Haunter Convention and the Home Haunter Association and everything else, this has just got to be part of the evolution. I have an event Friday, an 80s, 90s. Oh my God, that's going to be huge.
What's up, Quinn?
So, hey, Quinn. What's up? So, long story short, we'll need to come up with at least another night to do the streams that hopefully works out for everybody. Wednesday nights they really are just kind of shot for me at this point.
Yeah, we'll get it sorted. We'll let you know in advance and everything.
Yeah, if for some weird reason, we can't figure it out, next Wednesday I can. Tonight, what happened was I was home at 7:30 my time, Central Time, best time, and
Sir, you're an hour behind. Figure it out.
There you go. So the computer was actually doing something while I was gone, and it was still doing it when I got back. And then all of a sudden, things just went haywire. I couldn't get on. It doesn't matter. But going backwards in time, it's very, very sad, especially for the victims. I'm just having to, now that I can actually talk and not type. Those are always the victims are always the ones that you want to think about first. However, this has been an epidemic in the industry, and it's been one that's really been kind of asphalted over by the people that do it. And I'm hoping that from this comes the perspective that this is actually more widespread in this industry than most people know. And yes, unfortunately, there are groups that we've talked about quite a few times before that either purposefully or inadvertently propagate it. So James and I have talked about things like this for ages. Not that we're looking for vindication on it, but it's like it goes back to the whole thing. Like, we say things, but then we become toxic. And yet
that's
here we are.
definitely us, the toxic ones of the streaming universe,
Yeah.
That's just because we call bullshit, and it doesn't bother us if we piss off people. Honestly, you guys know what we're about. We are, as 1000% transparent as it gets, and we've done nothing but always help people. Anyone that's ever needed help, and anyone that does ever need help, we've always reached out and helped them in any way that we could, and we will continue to do so. So, I mean, all the bullshit that you hear about how toxic we are, you gotta look at the sources that shit's coming from. Like, we're not out here fucking nitpicking and we're not playing favorites to anything. I will 100% back the things that we stand for all the time. I don't really give a shit who it pisses off. We're not here to kiss ass at all. We're here to just, bring things to light that people don't see. And, if people don't like it, that shit's on them. Like,
Yeah, and so the thing with the Bloodshed Brothers and that particular Field of Screams, uh, like I said once again, and I'm going to leave this be, but like I said, we're not looking for kudos or whatever, but when we talk about this months and months and months, years ago, when we started seeing problems like this, um, we really meant it. And it's unfortunate that it's true, and it's unfortunate that it was haunters that were well known in the industry and you would never have thought of it. But hopefully, because of their place in the industry and um, how much they were, how high they were in the industry, that this will come into light where things will change because it really is rampant. Not saying that every haunt does things like this, but it's more rampant than most people realize, and it's sad. And the fact that people don't listen, they don't listen to the victims, and then, like I said before in chat, um, there are occasions where it is the managers or the owners or people within power, typically the people that get paid to work the haunt, who victimize the volunteers. Um, and they're not always volunteers. But anyway, hopefully this will actually make a turning point with some of the absolute absurdity that goes on, that's propagated by some of the other entities that James and I have talked about, um, very harshly but very truthfully in the past. And
What's
that's
up,
that's my
RJ?
take on that.
Welcome, man.
Hey,
It,
RJ.
it does feel like it's been months. It's been half a month since we've
It,
been live, technically.
yeah, technically. Well, yeah, that's true. And then hell, I just came on, so there you go.
And dude,
What
let
are
me
the
tell
things? What
you,
are the
the first
topics?
thing when I saw that the whole Field of Screams thing, because we have our Field of Screams here in Pennsylvania, which is local, and as a matter of fact, my daughter went to last year. So like before I really
Right.
read the article and just saw Field of Screams, like I was fucking losing my shit before I actually knew what was going on. And it was just like, oh dude, I'm gonna fucking go to jail for murder. I know it. And I was so relieved, just the fact that like I didn't, not that I wouldn't, I would still beat somebody's ass over it regardless of the location, but like name association just really got to me real quick.
Yeah. So it's good. Like if we say anything, probably the California Field of Screams, because that is the one that was.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's the California Field of Screams. There are, like James, there are two. Uh, and the thing is all these. Well, the thing is hopefully this has brought appropriate attention to it, because it really is. It is more rampant than it really should be. But um, what other things? Wait, what else did I? Let's see. What else? Other things I miss?
Yes,
Vic,
thank
sorry to
you,
hear about the
Keith.
truck. Thanks, Keith. Hopefully you get that fixed. That sucks.
That does suck. That's
I
fucking
don't know what else to say. This
dude.
just sucks.
Somebody needs to buy Vic a lucky rabbit's foot. It seems like every adventure he goes on, just fucking, he's constantly battling up hills. And good for you for always fighting that battle, because Lord knows that shit does not come easy for you at all.
Yeah, I don't. It's too bad you just can't remove the turbo.
Turn the damn boost down. You pulling that
Yeah,
trailer.
just don't. Just
You know
don't
what it
sit there
was?
and rev the Jesus out of it.
It was that heavy ass facade he had going on in there.
Yeah, 5,000. Well, I was gonna say 5,000 pounds of wood, but you would think a Ford with a turbo would be able to pull that. Um, oh yeah, and I heard Vic about the whole you're gonna get into Zelle. I have to mention that. Don't do Zelle. Do Square. Do something that's actual. Do you use a payment processing system that drug addicts and prostitutes don't use, if you don't mind. Thank you. I
Ford
heard it was
found
Zelle.
dead.
Shit.
Uh,
Yeah. Just it's free to get a Square account, and actually with Square you can get a unit to actually process the card instead of tapping on your phone like you're in a back alley trying to sell 5 pounds of meth. Uh-oh. Kat says, Mike, I need to thank you or curse you. You made me start looking through all the boxes and stuff. Not on website. I'm eBaying. Too much. You know what, Kat? I'm telling you, I'll say, well, it's probably a thank you and a curse. You're right. But right now, eBay has ground to a halt. It has ground to a halt for me. So, you know, just the price of everything else going up. I think people, unless it's something they desperately need, obviously people don't need Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. They'd prefer to put gas in their car.
Yeah, at this point, shit.
Well, the reason why I always recommend Square, if you are a vendor or whatnot, is you can go and get like the actual unit it's like $50. You can buy them at Walmart, but they do the NFC, they do the tap, and you can swipe them. It gives you an actual thing to actually process the credit card instead of sitting here having to tippity tap numbers in your phone. Zelle is cute, if you're at a Circle K on the wrong side of a glory hole.
He said we are pretty close to we're pretty close to addicts and ogres.
Well, yeah, but and fees are high. Well, Quinn, the thing with the bank, they need a way to process payments. Square is actually just, I mean, you can get a unit through PayPal, but Square is tried and true. And if you decide you're going to be on the wrong side of a glory hole, the units actually probably will fit through the hole. The person can swipe it on the other side of the stall. Yay! We haven't done this in weeks, and I can feel it. Kat says, summertime for eBay sales is always slow. Actually been selling on it for about 20 years. Well, I tell you what you can sell on eBay is if you have boat parts during the summer. I have sold some of those. Vic says, I'll be selling booby shots to help pay for fixing my truck. Let me know who wants one.
I'll give you $5 to not do that.
Yeah, I'll give you 10 to not say it again.
Never bring that up again, please.
Not do it. What other topics? I'd be curious to know what the MHC sales were across the board. Typically, right now, being on Monday, you would start hearing from quite a few folks who patting themselves on the back or the bravado. I haven't seen that yet, so I'm gonna wait and see. I'm wondering if there was a lot of window shoppers. Nips or sunburn.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and read Reggie's comment.
Did somebody say? Oh Lord, Booba Lobies, Booba Luba. Okay, I'm gonna say this. The hyphen's killing me, or the underscore's killing me. Booba Luba Bala Lubies. Booba Luba. That's a shirt. Somebody screenshot that. It's another. We have so many shirts we need to put out there.
So many. We got to get the graphic designer on the ball.
Keith, no shit. Keith, to say quote unquote they were window shoppers but also cash buyers. Since y'all were only able to take cash, I don't know, sir. It's all good. Y'all's display looked awesome. I have to say this because I did talk to James about this. Whose idea was it for the fluorescent yellow skin tight table condoms?
Those were some seriously fitted table coverings.
Yeah, those were like, those were like porn stars buying tiny condom kind of things. They're a little bit tight there.
I was legitimately impressed by how tight those things were. Like, if I was a girl and that was my dress, I seriously would have been concerned about the structural integrity of how tight those things were.
If it was me in underwear, I would be impotent. So okay, Keith. So the James and I talked about it. Keith, so it was your idea. Was it because it was the color of your logo, which I saw nowhere? Also, Vic. It just seemed to stand out a lot.
By the way, what the hell was going
Oh.
on with the fucking?
No, no. See that? No, don't you remember? I told you I found out that those.
Yeah, those were from Midwest Honor conventions. Like that was their strategic signage. But where the hell were the big signs?
Yeah, where were y'all's signs? I mean, we understand that Midwest Honors Convention doesn't charge you nearly enough to be able to give you signs that aren't Arial font work. But where were y'all's signs? Because I kept going like, okay.
I was looked over there at the show. I believe it, man. I literally said, I guarantee you the table coverings were cobwebs and candlesticks 100% to match the logo.
Yeah, which did not appear at all. That's okay. The first convention, y'all's display. Okay. I'm just gonna call it out. Y'all's display, of course, was phenomenal, as is everything y'all do. When I looked, when I saw a picture of the booth for the the Haunted Attraction Association, and I felt as though maybe they didn't even have business cards, I was like, well, I was a little bit on the giggly side because I'm like, it was rather pathetic for the Haunted Attraction Association. No, Keith, and no joke. Joking aside, people, the tablecloths aside too. Folks will know you and Vic, because of just how awesome the display and your items were, and the fact that y'all were taking stripper dollars for your.
How many
wares.
dollars did you get that were covered in glitter, though? Seriously.
Yes. And did you test all the money you got for cocaine usage? Because I think I saw some vaping clowns there. If you had any vaping clowns buy anything from you, I would totally wash that money.
Except for we give the vaping clowns a lot of hate, and there are a few that are really cool that we get along with, and I know you guys do as well. It's just like 85% of them that give me like polio. I don't know.
He says I can see us in every background in all the videos.
Streamlabs.
Well,
hold on. Long one.
Reginald Cornelius wants to shout out, for old time's sakes, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris
Here we
Gaines,
go.
Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, gained Chris Gainey, Chris Gainey, Chris Candy. It is time for the return of Chris Gaines.
What the Chris Gainey? Chris Candy? What were you having a stroke at the end of that?
Or Reg.
What the I gave him 50 glitter bills.
Glitter bill. Quinn, you win the internet for Vic and Keith.
I would only purchase things from Keith with money strictly covered in glitter. As a matter of fact, I'm sending Keith a package that is one of those glitter bombs, and it's just going to be Haunters Anonymous, like stickers and logo stuff, and it's just going to be loaded with glitter bombs. So you get an anonymous package, you know where it came from. Open it in your garage.
Well, anybody that would complain about glitter but covers tables in a 1993 woman's bikini top.
Keith knows what he's doing. He had April out there in some very fine outfits, and the shoes were rocking. He knows what he's doing when it comes to marketing. I'll give it to him there.
Yeah, no, we're only giving you hell for it because that's what we do. That's what we do to let you know that we love you. Except next time, having your damn y'all's logos up there.
Yeah, seriously, get some freaking logos up. What are you doing?
I would have. Oh my! You know what? I'd have had like some sort of banner, and then when MHC came at me with, 11 by 17, black and white Arial font printed piece of shit, I'd have caught it on fire and thrown the ashes back. And I'm like, no, I'll take care of this. Thank you for your donation to us paying you shit tons of money to be here for this thing y'all did at FedEx office.
I agree, Kat. I 100% agree. April was rocking those outfits, and I know she brought a crowd to that table. No doubt about it. He knows what works. But legitimately, her outfits were really cool. It wasn't just like, strictly like eye candy. They were cool outfits.
He says nobody wants to see me in a coochie cutters and a tube top.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Keith.
That's Vic's job. Not yours.
Dude, they needed so many signs. I don't know what they're doing. April was there. I didn't even see her. I'm sure, RJ. I'm sure.
So, Vic, somewhere up there, you said that you had one of those tables and the rest of them were Keith's. Was that what I read?
Well, yeah, Keith. Every show we were on, Keith's in his studio there, just cranking products out nonstop. If I was a woman, that wouldn't even fuck me. Oh God, Keith. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
Yeah. All right. James and I both we've talked even when you were at the show, so we're very proud of both of you. We have to give y'all hell though, because except for the truck. That I was like, literally when James told me, I was like, sweet Jesus, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And then of course I figured, well, no, Vic just sabotaged his own truck, so he'd have an excuse to stay at Keith's house for some weird reason.
Right. He just wanted more April's cooking. That's all it was.
Yeah. Well,
Vic just needs the food.
Not even face down, for God's sake.
It wouldn't be all the Tina Turner posters you have up around your house, would
it? Oh my God. So wait, Vic, are you serious? You had one table and you had to leave the rest of your shit in the trailer? What the shit? Do y'all need like whoa. Did y'all have a 40-foot, was it a 40-foot long booth? I can't remember now. Was it 20? It wasn't 20, was it? It was 40? 30. 30. It was a 30. Was it a 30-foot?
It was probably 30 feet with 26 usable feet. I heard about it. She feeds my fat ass good.
30 foot. Okay. That's right. Cause that's yeah. Okay. So you had a 30-foot booth and Vic was able to display his 11 by 17 Kinko sign. And it did look good though. And I bet you it was awesome as hell to be across the way from Distortions. I bet that was cool as hell.
Oh yeah.
Ed Marsha is like literally the nicest people besides Alan Hops in the industry.
30 foot and I had a 2 foot by 6 foot table. Well,
Vic had 3 feet of space to bend. What's up with that?
It's a damn good thing Dave didn't show up. You would have had like a 1.5 foot of space to vent out of.
Yeah, and the only reason why for that would have been the 1.5 foot worth of cot space Dave would have needed to take his eternal naps.
Right? He's just laying out on a cot, just like got his little poster up and he's good to go. He doesn't need it.
He'll take one of your bra strap tables and just sleep on it.
Dave's never here. Dave's needs his beauty rest.
The eternal beauty rest for Dave.
Well, we're still trying to convince Keith to get down to the home hunter convention, so I don't imagine Vic's gonna drive his ass up to Indiana again to pick him up.
Oh my God. Sean, you're not lying, dude. Keith and Vic would need a 100-foot by 20-foot spot.
We're doing 40-foot next
But you
year,
know
so
what,
I can have a whole table.
Jesus Christ. And if they do awards for who needed the biggest booth, y'all would win it.
Yeah, but he's saying this, but I saw all those coffins. You may not have had table space, but you had booth space. Like, you had big props. You didn't have all the stuff that Keith brought in.
Yeah, but Keith was using all his shit as his backdrop.
If you guys are gonna vend next year, I legit might go next year. I just want to go hang out at your booth. I don't give a shit about the rest of the stuff. I'm just gonna go hang out, and I'll do a live stream from the Monster Misfits Cobwebs and Candlesticks booth, just hanging out there, just to watch the madness unfold.
And if James goes, I'm gonna go. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring a wheelbarrow full of pennies, and I'm gonna buy shit. And I'm going to wheel that fucker through MHC and go directly to your booth and go like, since I know y'all didn't get a credit card payment system, and I'm just going to dump that whole fucking thing. I'm like, what can I buy with this? Here's your cash.
Just $400 of rolled pennies. Are you going to do loose pennies?
Yeah. Oh, God. And then they have to take all those pennies back in Vic's truck, and he blows his engine again because he's got 15,000 tons worth of fucking chain.
It's legal tender, damn it. You have to take it.
Yeah. Start flipping quarters at him. Let me know when I have enough. Keith used me like a truck stop hoe.
No, I legit might go next year. If you guys are legitimately going to be there, like, vending up, I'll say there's like a 75% chance that I'll show up just to hang out with you guys. Especially if you show up to the home hunter convention, Keith. Just saying, man. don't
Keith,
put
break
all
down
your eggs in one basket, you know.
Don't break down in Pensacola, dude. We don't really have that great of car mechanics here. We'll have to push you over to Panama City or Mobile, Alabama. Shorter distance, though.
That's true.
And if James and I don't start getting a whole lot of interest for the home hunters convention, Keith and Vic, you both might have like 100-foot long, 100-foot by 40-foot long table.
Oh yeah, Quinn, dude, it's nonstop with these two. We give them shit every week.
Yeah, we give everybody shit. Typically.
Oh yeah, no one's excused from the nonsense.
No,
they're just generally the focus because they have the most shit to say.
Yeah, and of course Keith and Vic, we love them to death. They just
absolutely.
But you know what? They can give it right back to us. They've done it. They're good at it.
Oh yeah.
It's just we've got the mics right now.
Except for Dave, his fucking sleep schedule's out of control.
And Quinn, we only rag people like this that we truly respect. if we don't like you, trust me, it not only does it get extremely truthful, it gets extremely harsh.
And then we get branded toxic because we're always going back to that.
Yeah. then we're just toxic. We're not just saying the truth. We're just toxic.
Yeah, just have a gander at some of the people that hate Hunters Anonymous. You'll know why real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's certainly not something that we're ashamed of by any means.
No. Yeah, Oh, you hate us? Well, how many states are you registered as a sex offender? Okay. So you hate us. Well, boo hoo hoo.
Rough.
Stupid fucking scurry face. Oh, I said it.
Oh, you did say it. Now I'm gonna get fucking called out because no one knows my fucking voice. And they're like, that son of a bitch.
I was disguising my fault. Well, fuck them. Who cares? They're actually, oddly enough, they really are becoming insignificant. Even more so than they already were. But
again, don't fucking call me out on the shit he says because it's not me saying these things. Son of a bitch.
hello, I'm James, and I'm saying all of these things.
Yeah, fucking right.
Okay, but you know what? Who is actually left who is left of the ding dongs that really? I mean, that's you know what? That's like I said, we're gone. We're past all that. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, no, the fucking Illumahati.
It really doesn't matter.
Whatever.
But yeah, with Keith and Vic, and like I said, mad respect to them. So we have to give them hell. We need to start
people that we like shit. You know, other than that, it's just us being
like
toxic.
Fun
Apparently,
shit. Like yeah. What we need to do is get Keith and Vic started back on the trio shows or the duo shows.
Yeah, or we need to get them on this show. Actually, I think we talked about trying to get Quinn on this show one time to talk about his stuff too, but we don't. We're so fucking unorganized when it comes to this kind of shit for the show because we just roll with it. That if you want to be on the show, by all means, fucking send us a message and we'll talk about it because we're sure shit not reaching out to anybody.
Well, like, we've been trying, but I can't even make it to this fucking show. So
right, yeah, one of the two fucking hosts of the show couldn't make it to the show that he hasn't been on in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and actually, well, I had a lot of stuff going on last Wednesday, but part of it was the game thing. So Quinn,
hey,
what you do is you just like, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to be on that show, and then you just say, hey, you two some bitches, I'm gonna be on the next show, and we're like, all right, man.
Fucking no problem.
That's how that works. Just send us a message. Hell, right now I'm on the next show. Okay, Quinn, come on,
and
man.
You can talk about whatever fucking nonsense you want to talk about because it literally doesn't matter. We can put you on here,
and Keith and Vic and all of you.
We should have had Keith and Vic on at the same time tonight since they're both at the same location. But Vic's too busy shoving his fucking face full of food.
Well, the last thing I really want to see is their two faces squished together talking into a Chromebook.
Right?
That's the last thing. Let's separate them. Let's separate the lovebirds and we'll be all right.
But also, Danny, everybody on YouTube currently, don't forget to like the stream, please, because we need that fucking engagement for whatever reason YouTube decides.
Yeah.
I mean, thumbs it down too. I don't give a shit. Just like the stream, whatever.
You can totally dislike it.
It's your time.
One day I'm going to. Yeah, that's true. Just share it. Oh, and as usual, James and I we've talked behind the scenes, and there is a lot of stuff coming down the pike. The discombobulation the past few weeks, it's 100% me. So
well, it's 75% you. Last week I agreed that it didn't make sense to have the show with everybody getting ready for Midwest Horror Convention, and I have had so much shit going on. Like my hours at work have just been fucking ridiculous. And sometimes I need the fucking decompress from normal lifetime, anytime I can get free time to do absolutely nothing, I'm going to take it because I'm lazy as fuck and being an adult sucks. So when I can be like, all right, I don't have to do anything. I'm just going to take the 4 hours to myself.
Yeah, Mike said I don't have to do anything because he's not doing it.
I didn't feel guilty about it at all.
But the level of consistency does need to go up. That's why I'm just saying we if we can change the day. By the way, Danny, the only thing that you actually missed was missing. The only thing you missed was missing the first 30 minutes of the show.
Yeah, seriously, I had to fucking host the show by myself for the first 28 minutes.
And he was doing awesome with it.
You know the fucking mental strain that shit puts on me.
And you know what? And I can tell you, everybody want to really get pissed off at me. What my computer was processing when I walked in the door was 5 trillion, I swear to God, 80s music that I need for Friday. So I couldn't stop it. I'm like, it's sitting here processing stuff that I desperately need in 2 nights. And even when I plugged in this mic, the computer wouldn't recognize it because it's like, fuck you. I'm dealing with music from 40 years ago that you're making me process.
I just got diabetes from Reginald's last comment. Thank you, Reginald.
Vanilla ice cream with New York style cheesecake and regular vanilla cake, blend it together and pour it into a mason cup. I could eat one. I could do that right now. Oh my God! Speaking of fucking food, that's what I could do one right now. Drizzled with chocolate caramel sprinkles on top, whipped cream, Snickers and s'mores. At this game night, it's really really nice people, and this is the second Wednesday. It's getting bigger. Somebody brought in popcorn, and we'd been popping somebody else's popcorn. Popped this bag of popcorn, smoke billowing out of the microwave. I pulled it out, and I'm like, well, it couldn't be burnt, so I ate some of it. It was really off. Well, the popcorn expired 7 years ago. It expired August 2015. So
I don't want to talk about popcorn unless it involves you and the Pizzazz doing a live stream, making popcorn on the Pizzazz.
Taking out my own eye sockets because I will eventually do that, but it's got to be protected. I cannot let a Pizzazz fling shit like over 150.
You could though.
It wouldn't hurt the kitchen, but I'd have to leave the room.
Just do it on the porch and send it all to Marine Max.
They're actually being really good lately, so I'm trying not to talk. They're actually kettle corn. So anyway, yeah. So I had about a handful of 7-year-old popcorn in it. I really could use some.
Merlina said, I've seen that Home Depot is having a release tonight if anyone was interested. I wonder, are they doing like a 12 foot, whatever skeleton?
12.57 foot.
With some Adafruit fucking eyeballs?
Yeah.
In case anybody's wondering, if you want like a DIY on how to actually do that to a skeleton yourself without having to spend $300 fucking dollars at Home Depot, feel free to reach out and we can explain how simple it is because
yeah,
I mean, what is it? $20 worth of
yeah. For two OLEDs and then the Adafruit or whatever, it was nothing. I mean, you could put those eyeballs in anything.
Literally, like, just if you want to make your own skeleton, let us know because it's super easy.
Yeah, and then we won't show you how to put its battery pack in a place where the skeleton stick
right in the crotch of the fucking skeleton. Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, this is brilliant marketing on their part.
Let me just reach up into this poor thing's used to be package and
didn't say what it was, just keep eyes open tonight. Okay, well, we appreciate the tip there. Make sure everybody checks if you want Home Depot information. Keep an eye on tonight.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, especially with we're still having shipping issues and import issues and all that kind of stuff. But
I want to make my own skeleton. You totally could. I mean, honestly, the technology behind those 12-foot skeletons is mind-boggling simple and extremely cheap to do. Like, just the amount that they're making on those things is just stupid.
Yeah, the electronics part is super cheap. I don't know how. I mean, how would you make your own 12-foot skeleton? I mean, you could do it. You could vacuum form it. You could go borrow one and vacuum form it. And
so what you do is you go buy one of Vic's corpse skeletons that he does, and then you make your own normal size skeleton. Put the eyeballs in it from Adafruit, and I don't know what Vic sells his skeletons for, but whatever that plus like $20, you've got your own shifty eye skeleton.
Yeah, legitimate question with a little twist. I mean, since the price are out there, Vic, how much money would I have had to pull out of an ATM machine 15 blocks away from MHC to come back and buy one of your skeletons?
15 blocks.
Because they are cool as hell. I mean, your corpse skeletons really do have better pizzazz to them than some of the other ones, especially your Egyptian one. That's
Now,
actually really, it's pretty cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that corpse skeletons have always given me like extremely uneasy vibes. I don't know if it has something to do with like my childhood trauma from Poltergeist and like the skeletons that they had in that movie, but like corpse skeletons always just give me the weirdest heebie-jeebies I've ever had in my life.
Well, and and they say that the ones in Poltergeist were actually real.
Yeah.
They say. So Berlina, so actually Home Depot will drop their whatever tomorrow morning.
4 a.m.
It'll be there when I wake up.
Tree fitty. He said they're fucking tree fitty.
350.
Are you the Loch Ness Monster?
What?
The tree fitty. It's a damn Loch Ness Monster. So we're asking people for tree fitty.
Vic, were you selling the coffins too, the toe coffins, or was it a complete package? I guess would you have separated them? I have a neighbor down the street, and I'm gonna get him to start making toe coffins. He's really good at like woodwork. Matter of fact, he will probably be displaying at HHC.
Also, Poltergeist is a fantastic movie. Do not believe the hype of Poltergeist 2. It's bullshit.
God, we haven't talked about that in ages. Excuse me. Still have 7-year-old popcorn stuck in my throat. Damn it.
7-year-old popcorn.
Well, and the addendum to that was when I did it, and I'm like, I had to get the popcorn out of this room, and I was going to throw it away outside, and I just happened to look, and just because even the bag looked old, it was still wrapped, and I'm like, Jesus, this was August 2015. So I went back in there, told my accomplice, Connie, I said, we need to go through these bags and see, because some of these are, and there was like 2 other bags, so she just kind of very covertly threw them away. Gotta figure out how to make funnel cake that would be the biggest seller right there. Well, yeah.
Is there a deep fryer there?
There's not a deep fryer, but the oven would support being able to have a vat of oil.
Even
there's also,
even if not, I do have a rather large like outdoor burner he probably could put in the kitchen since they have vents.
Well,
and
no,
you
could use it outside though. Anything other than what's in the kitchen, like that produces a flame, is not allowed in the building. But
okay.
you could have a deep fryer thing outside. But like I said, the oven, it's an industrial oven, and it is gas, so it wouldn't be that hard to heat up a vat of oil.
I do have a really large pot, so like you could easily make funnel cakes in it. Because I'm sure I'm gonna have to rent a U-Haul anyway to bring all the shit that I'm bringing with me, so it wouldn't really be an issue to throw that in there too.
Oh shit! Yeah, the coffins were only $200. Holy shit, that's a bargain. Whole package I was gonna let go for I'm guessing 450.
So when are you gonna start like animating those? Because I mean from the pictures alone, I could see you animating like the top portion of the skeleton very easily. To have it like reach out of the coffin and then pull back in,
Yeah.
You combine that with like an Arduino or a Raspberry Pi that runs off a motion sensor.
And in 2 words, you have now lost Keith and Vic.
They're both like, fuck this, I'm out. I don't care. Yeah, I don't need it.
It's coming on the next facade. Nice.
What is? What did I miss? That
I think the movement is coming
okay.
to the next facade.
All right. I could very easily write code for you to have motion sensor run off of an Arduino. Most Arduinos, like, you can buy a motion sensor for like $10 maybe.
I'm gonna simplify this. James can do all of the electronics part, and then all you have to do is hook it to your hydraulics. Because I think they're gonna just confuse the bejesus out of them.
All right, see you, Quinn. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Quinn, thanks a lot, man. Be sure to get a hold of us. Super welcome to any of the shows.
I didn't realize it was already 10:21. All right. Guess
well,
we're going
came
long.
on 30 freaking minutes late.
That's true. That's so 30 minutes of my life I'm never getting back.
Not only did I kill off 2 shows, but I've made one run long.
I think I aged like 4 years in those 30 minutes.
I think I did too. You know me getting pissed off about.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're still here considering you had fucking technology issues. Usually, well, you know, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm out. Well, the funny thing is I started up Discord on my phone, knowing it was going to be shit anyway. Went in the room, and it didn't show you as being in the room.
That's because I totally wasn't, because you weren't there to begin with. So I just never went to the room. So
instead of asking where you were, I just that's when I was like, fuck it, I'll just go into chat.
I went just straight into the stream and didn't even think about the Discord thing.
Wow. But see, that's the cool thing about you is you can recombobulate everything to work once I get my laggy ass back in here.
I'm telling you, dude, I hooked up the Stream Deck. I can hit one button, everything just goes. I don't have to do shit.
That's cool.
Oh, we had a rude
I
code.
could use for some cheesecake. Oh my god.
Everybody that's on Facebook too, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Seriously, appreciate you being on Facebook. Everybody that's on YouTube as well. In case anybody didn't know, if you needed to, go from one to the other, we're on both simultaneously. And we will eventually get back to the point that we're uploading them to Spotify and all the other YouTube.
3,000 years from now.
We have so many other things going that it just kind of fell off. You're either here for the live or you miss it. You can watch the replays on Facebook or YouTube, but
yeah, and I think which is super easy to get back. I think all of the accounts are dead now. Super easy to get back though. Yeah, especially since our big push is the consistency with this show, and then actually 3 things. The Home Haunter Convention, the Home Haunter Association, and the Home Haunter Awards. I really, really want to do that.
Yeah, we really have pushed the Home Haunter Awards to the side, more than we really should have. So we're kind of coming up on crunch time to get that stuff situated. So we're ready for October.
And apparently there was some controversy. I'm not going to even go into it, but there was some controversy about the well-known one. It's very interesting. Sean actually is the one that pointed me in the direction of checking it out, and it is very interesting. Not any way the way we would do a Home Haunter convention, but damn it, Home Haunters
Award.
Yeah, I did not know that they operated that way, and it was it's not very fair. Well, I'll just leave it at that because I don't. No reason to rag those people, but I'll just say that much. It's really not what I thought it was. So, because I didn't really look into it.
The other thing that we should talk about, quickly, is the Haunted Attraction Association's post that was made about haunt reviewers. I know at the beginning of our show, the intro video says haunt reviews, but we don't really review haunts. We review haunted like props and all those things. Like we dissect the technology behind stuff. We don't really review haunts whatsoever because neither of us really care enough to do that, because it's kind of a biased thing anyway. But that post was absolute gold.
Yeah, that's true. If you haven't seen the post, which probably none of you have, just go to the Haunted Attraction Association area page, and they asked folks about their opinions on haunted attraction reviewers. And yeah, Danny, just go to the Haunted Attraction Association's Facebook page, and you'll see a post. I haven't been to it in a few days. It's a post that it basically asks about opinions about haunted attraction reviewers, and
Which we both commented on.
yes, absolutely. I got 13 likes. Thank you so much. But yeah, literally, last time I checked, people were doing nothing but ragging the unholy bejesus out of haunt reviewers. I mean, they were ragging the bejesus out of them.
For good,
There
I
was
mean,
one
for
part-
good reason. It really is.
They're absurd. It's absurd.
They are. Yes, I agree.
It's absurd. And I think it's interesting that all the people that we've called out also put themselves as haunt reviewers, haunted
Yeah.
attraction viewers.
Yes. And I'm not gonna lie, like I have personally witnessed numerous streamers that are haunt reviewers specifically ask for additional treatment because they are haunt reviewers, which in itself is absolute, and it's absolutely absurd. Anybody that goes and expects anything for free because you have any type of following, whether it's real or completely fake and bought likes, you shouldn't expect a free pass just because you have a social influence. And majority of these haunt reviewers, they're people that have elevated themselves to a point that they're completely oblivious to the fact that no one really pays attention to what you have to say. Like, I mean, even our show, we don't expect you guys to be like, you're not taking what we say to heart. Like we just present things at face value. There's no ass kissing. There's no phoniness whatsoever. We either like something or we don't like it, and that's how things progress, you know. And haunt reviewers don't do that. They go in, they're like, oh, we're a haunt reviewer. We have 16,000, 20,000 likes. You know, people listen to us. Nobody gives a shit what they have to actually say because the majority of them are fake likes to begin with. So if you've got 20,000 likes on Facebook and you have 7 people that show up to your show, what is that really saying about yourself? Nobody's listening to you. No one cares what you have to say.
Yeah, the only people that really are put value in it are just other reviewers or the groupies that follow these people anyway. I mean, it's very interesting. This post was a very visual telltale sign about how the industry just thinks it's a joke. I think that when it all kind of first started, whoever may have started it was like, oh my God, haunt reviewers. But now it's just like some of those people were saying, like, yeah, I make sure that they're uninvited for coming here. Hell, I really won't mention them, but there's one that basically says, here's my fee to come to your haunt. You know, you pay for my way to get there, you pay for where I stay, you pay for my food, and then I'll grace you and shit.
It's funny that you say that, Vic, because we had 13. Well, we have 13 on YouTube right now. We had 7 on Facebook, so we'll just average it out and say that like we get maybe 15 people that listen to us for the majority of the show, which is completely mind-boggling to me to begin with. Like, who the fuck wants to listen to us talk for an hour and a half about nonsense? I don't know. You guys are all amazing, and we've said that time and time again. We don't take ourselves in any way seriously. Like, we're just here for entertainment value. We have things to say that are at sometimes actually valuable, and if you reach out to us personally, of course, information we give you is going to be, you know, things that we actually know about. But I will say there are people that stream that have haunt shows that have 25,000 likes on YouTube or Facebook, and they average about 7 people throughout the entirety of their show. If you can't see that and be like, there's a serious discrepancy here. You know, even if they were to, you know, retain 10% of their likes, they need to be averaging 20 people, 25 people a show. We have like 3,000 people that follow us on Facebook, and I don't know, 80 on YouTube, and yet we're still averaging out, you know, 15 viewers a show. Those are real people that are here for us. We're not here then, you know, we aren't expecting things. We would never show up to a place and be like, oh, we're important, because we don't take ourselves seriously to that point. We're just here for fun and entertainment value. And if that's what you get out of our show, then fantastic. But these guys, and I've witnessed it personally, these people are like, oh, we've got 25,000 likes on Facebook. We're a social influencer. No, I can go to Google right now, Google buy likes for whatever, Facebook or YouTube. I could buy likes, and we could have 30,000 likes on Facebook, but they're all just bought likes. They're not, there's no substance to these likes whatsoever. And in fact, they actually rank you lower in the listings because of user engagement. So if you think you're doing something by buying likes and all this crap, you're really just hurting what you're doing. Like, we don't really give a shit about our numbers. We're here for entertainment. We had 3 or 4 people for the majority of our shows, and they're people that we absolutely have loved the entire time, and we just engage with them. It's a natural progression. We've gone from like 3 to 4 people up to 15 just completely naturally, because we're here at face value. You're not expecting something of us other than what we are. And we're just 2 dudes that love the haunted attraction industry, and we just talk about things as we see them. And all these haunt reviewers, you know, they go out, they buy these likes, and they think they're more important than they really are. Like, if you're running 16,000 likes on Facebook, and you average out about 3 to 4 viewers with 25 comments on a live stream, you're full of shit. I don't care what you say. You just are. Because the absolute minimum user retention should be at least 10%. If you don't have 16 people consistently at your show engaging with it, you're completely full of shit. You guys, I mean, the Trio of Terror, you guys, I think you have a smaller following than we do, but you guys absolutely annihilate when you go live. You have so many people that show up to your lives because you're legitimate. You actually have, you know, things that people want to hear about. And that's kind of how these reviewers are. They're 100% phonies.
Yeah, and Vic, we're not important. We're just humbled. We're humbled that all of y'all have just come in and followed us for so long. That's it. I mean, we're not important.
No, we don't think that we have any influence whatsoever in any part of this industry. We're just here having fun. It's 100% for fun.
Yeah, and like I said, and so many of y'all, and then of course we've had new people come in too, but just constantly come in and listen to our bullshit. I mean, we, like James said, we give y'all some news, and we give it the way we see it, and all that kind of stuff, and we do everything we can to try and help y'all without running ourselves ragged. And pushing ourselves too much. And so now the whole industry is important. The jagoffs that do things like what just occurred with the pedos, it's a blight, but it's the tried and true people, like all of y'all, and and yeah, the folks that come on here, these other folks that do all this, and the reviewers and the this, that, and the others, and the people that think they're more important in the industry, they're it's just pathetic. We don't come in here with any portents of anything except it's just us and you, and that's it. So, and we can legitimately say that all of you all are legitimate, that people listening are legitimate, that our likes are legitimate. We haven't gone and bought likes or this, that, and the other, or we definitely don't kiss ass. All of y'all know that for sure. But all these other places, they do, and it's really just sad. And Vic, you do not need to buy likes. You will build yourself up. Don't buy likes. Don't do it.
You're just gonna hurt yourself in the long run. I assure you, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and if you really want to know the specifics, just get a hold of James, and he can explain it on the side why you really. All these people that do it, and oh look, I've got 20,000 likes, and 80% of them are fake. They don't understand they're really doing themselves a disfavor. Not that James and I would give a shit for these people to do themselves a disfavor, but you really, really don't want to do it. You want to build it up organically.
Let it happen, dude. Like, you have stuff that people want to see. And like I've said, I've seen your streams, dude. You guys have had like 20 people in your streams consistently. And it's just you guys, as bad as you are with technology, just doing your own thing. You're not there to like impress people or try to have this massive social influencer, branding. Like, you're just, you're the trio of terror. You know what you have, you know what you're good at, and you talk about it. And that's what people go to. And it's kind of the same thing that we do. Like, we know technology. Mike knows the managerial side of the haunt industry because he's done it. I know the acting side because I've done it. Like, the people that find you are going to be so much more like enriching to what you have to say and your show in general than these people that go out and buy likes. And I would bet money on it. There are several of these people that hate us because we're toxic, and we'll call them on their bullshit. And Berlina, that is like the most flattering thing you could say about our show. Like,
yeah,
I don't think that we honestly have an influence. Like, we're just here doing our thing, just BS, and we have fun with it, and that's what we want to bring to everybody. Is like, just natural enjoyment and some humor on a random ass night of the week. That's not, who has something planned in the middle of the week to do? Like, very few people. And we've always just pushed, help people, let people grow, and inform people as best as we can, and that's really all that we're here for. It's just, it's for fun, and if you get something out of it, that's more than we could ever ask from this show. We don't want to be famous. That's why we never put ourselves on the stream. We're simply a voice in this. You're not seeing our faces. We don't care how we look on the stream. What draws people to us is just the laid back, fun atmosphere that lets people just, unwind and have fun with it. Never take yourself like too seriously. And that's really what it is,
Sean, I totally agree. And, you amongst everybody else, very much appreciate y'all coming in here week after week. And really sorry when sometimes we don't have the show. That's part of the consistency. That's why I really, switching a day out would be good. But that's down. We'll figure it out. Hey, Ezekiel, what's up? Vic, you are famous, dude. You just went to MHC. You and Keith both. And also thanks, Vic. I say we have more influence than we may think. I guess I don't know. like I said, we're just here. We went down. We went from 3 shows to 2 to 1. And I think that was a proper evolution of the show because we were doing 3 shows literally when we were in the harshest lockdown of the pandemic, and it was a good way to come together as a commonality group with Halloween and Haunts. And I think it's evolved quite a bit. The fact that we can say that we are organizing, hopefully, a very successful home haunters convention, um, and some of the other things we've done. And I don't know, but we're just here to have fun. I mean, that's why but we're also here to state facts. We're also here to give y'all news. Apparently, Danny did come in late. She doesn't know what we're talking about with the pedos. Um, and to learn from y'all. We have learned a lot from y'all. I mean, we have seen some of the coolest ass stuff. That's part of the humbling part of it. It's like we came in starting this, and then all of a sudden, holy shit, a tidal wave of just amazingly talented people just flocked to us, and we're like, oh shit. Alrighty then.
And it really has been a learning experience anyway. Throughout the whole process of like when we started Haunters Anonymous in 2012, and then like just growing over the last 2 years into what we have, I could not personally ask for more out of any of this. I want people like Berlina. You said you make everyone feel welcome and part of the show. It makes a huge difference. That's like the entirety of the backbone of this show is. We don't want to just be the voices in this and like us talking to you and you like, you know, we don't want to regurgitate what we see on the internet. We're bringing something that like you can engage with and we're just engaging with you. You know, it's just why not have fun with something that you love? When it becomes a chore, then whatever. Like 3 shows a week was kind of a lot for us, but it was the lockdown. There was nothing else to do with our time, so it wasn't an issue. And now that we were like, you know, my nightly schedule with my gym time and everything is just kind of chaotic. So we just need to have the fine balance of everything.
And Berlin, I just want to say same thing you said. What like James just reiterated. All of you make us feel welcome as well. James and I would not be doing this unless we felt welcome, and y'all have made us feel just unbelievably welcome. That's why we have the shows. It's once again we've said 1,000 times. The show is you're the reason for the show. We're just the yippee yappers. So honestly, when we cancel a show, I feel bad because I'm like fuck, you know. Okay, well we only get to talk to these people like once a week. But I legitimately like shit. But it's a canceled show is never for a pissant reason. Let me put it that way. It's never a lighthearted decision. Because we enjoy it. You've all told us y'all enjoy it. So when we have to cancel a show, like I said, it's you know, I still go back to forever ago when James sent me the picture that he tested positive for COVID. I was like, sweet fucking what the fuck, you know. And I did like a month and a half worth of shows and keeping everything on the down low with what was going on with James, especially because we were talking so much about everybody being safe, which of course James and the family were safe, but because of other people not being safe, that's just reiterating a story. But it was one of the times where like literally like a legitimate reason, like literally like the shows just went haywire because I was running them.
Yeah, but you were doing good because you did the shows with like the LEDs and everything. I was watching them from my bed on my TV, just like coughing my ass off, dying of COVID. And I was watching the show because it was actually entertaining. And there wasn't really much else I could do since I was kind of quarantined to my bedroom. But
yeah, it was fun.
The very foundation of this show 100% has always been everyone in the chat themselves. Like,
thanks, Danny. Yeah.
You did good.
Yeah,
You did very good. Like you did fucking
Oh,
way
thanks.
better. I had 30 minutes tonight and I was dying. So like to have
No,
an
you were doing
entire
great.
show.
Here. Once again, like I said, legitimately, I felt bad. Like, fuck, it's like, I'm not going to get in until 8:30 and I'm cussing at this machine. Vic, real quick, MHC wants to just be a home haunter show. It'll never be a home haunter show because Transworld owns it. No matter how hard they try, it'll never, no. When Transworld bought MHC, I think is when MHC just became shit, quite honestly. I was fortunate enough to go before when MHC was MHC. It was a much different creature. So it's just a cash cow for them now, like Transworld is. But that's the whole story.
And seriously, everybody that's commenting right now about the fact the show has like helped you in a certain way or whatever, that 100% to me is like all the validation I will ever need for running the show. I don't care if if any of these companies ever look at Haunters Anonymous and like, oh, we should get in, do some type of branding deal with them. Like that's not what we're ever about. We really haven't ever been that way. We're kind of like the fucking islands of misfit toys. Well, fucking Mars and I need to have a talk anyway, those bastards.
That's why I mentioned them. But if they wanted to sponsor like an endless supply of M&Ms, I would have to say like, well,
look, I will throw
maybe.
up a fucking Mars logo on this stream immediately if they wanted to hook us up with shit because they completely stole our idea. And those lying bastards can never say they didn't because I have email proof to back that shit up. Which is fine because they had the technology to do the things that we really couldn't have done. I mean, they took the idea and ran with it.
The sad part is like I wish they still did it. I mean, why stop?
I do too. Why the fuck didn't they do it last year? It made no sense to me.
I will not uninstall the app off of my main phone because I can't get it back. And I think it's the coolest thing just to have the app on my phone that it actually used to exist. Maybe if you send them another email saying, hey, why'd you turn it off? Maybe they'll turn it back on again and say it was their idea.
We'll get the fucking Mars branding on this shit. No problem.
Oh, God. Oh, my God, Ezekiel. Oh, my God. If we could get a Tim Tam sponsorship, holy shit.
I'm not going to lie and pretend like I know what the fuck a Tim Tam is. I've never once in my life eaten it, but...
Here's the funny, okay, I'm going to give you something really, really funny. When I used to work for Linden Labs for Second Life, one of the people on my team lived in Australia, and that's how I heard about Tim Tams. I actually sent this huge package to the United States because it was cheaper, and then in that package was stuff to be sent out to other lab people, and she sent me like a bunch of stuff and some Tim Tams. Oh my God! I was like, son of a bitch, and you couldn't get them here in the States, and all of a sudden I found some in Target. And they were not the same things. But Tim Tams are amazeballs. They are very good. Ezekiel, you're correct.
Literally the only reason I know about Tim Tams is because of Keith. When Ezekiel sent Keith like a whole bunch of that shit on one of his videos. And he'd like the unboxing of the Tim Tams. I had no fucking idea what a Tim Tam is. I still really don't know what a Tim Tam is. But everybody talks about them. So maybe I'll fucking go on Amazon and find some or something, but
yeah, but you're not going to find a true
Tim Tam.
Ezekiel said this whole entire year so far has been me in bed looking forward to having a chat with some haunt characters.
So legitimately, if you're looking for haunt characters, you're not going to find a better group than the people that are in this stream. Like you couldn't do it. The people that are here, they're all extremely talented and hilarious and just bring the show to life. Like I literally would have sat here for 10 minutes if nobody was in the chat when we first started. I would have just been like, oh. What's happening, guys? Nobody's here. Mike's not available, and awkward silence for the next 10 minutes. You're welcome.
Ezekiel, as tempting as that is, because they're so awesome, do not be spending no like $400 shipping Tim Tams, because holy shit, I can only imagine what shipping would be from Australia right now.
Yeah, no, dude, don't
Oh my
worry
God.
about sending us the Tim Tams
Yeah.
like at all.
No, don't. 'Cause that's, oh my God.
I will find some eventually. I will definitely find some.
You can just get some off of Amazon and kind of think he's got some Tim Tams, but
I think there's like one of those like box deals, you know, where you can get like candy from around the world. I can't really eat candy all that much because it really just messes with my stomach because of my whole surgery and everything. But like occasionally I can eat some chocolate and be fine. So maybe I'll subscribe to like a random candy across the world thing and see if I can get some Tim Tams out of that.
oh, there you go. Reginald's lost his ever-loving mind. I read that and I'm like, I don't want to read it again. But yeah, the cool thing would be,
what is he saying? Would you like to talk to dead chef, zombie demon Azrael, the head demon of the corn? What the fuck are you trying to say, Reggie?
and because you said it out loud, tomorrow the world ends.
Yeah, my fucking furniture is floating now. Thank you, Reggie. I'm gonna have to go find the Necronomicon and sort this shit out.
I think Reggie will be making some secret. And Ezekiel, you know, the other cool thing too is the folks that are like you are not here in the States. Really, eventually, it would be cool as hell to meet everybody in person. Like somehow down the road, meet everybody in person. Just whatever spot here in the U.S. and we just all fly or drive there.
Well, that's kind of what the Home Haunter Convention's about anyway, is just bringing the people together. Yeah. Like, I know right now, you know, travel is kind of wonky and gas prices are bullshit and everything else. But if we get nothing else out of the Home Haunter Convention, at least people will show up to meet each other.
Wait, Kat said you can buy them here, but only in a British product store. By the way, there are so many different flavors now. Kat, are they official Tim Tams though? Not like Target Tim Tams. Because there is a different. I was so when I got that box, and it was some other things too, but the Tim Tams I was like, that was what stood out.
Reginald says, I'm a unique one. What are they exactly? Are they like a hard chocolate or are they like a wafer chocolate?
It's like a wafer.
So it's kind of like a
it's been so long now since I've had them, but
it's like a modified Kit Kat, maybe.
You know, no. You know what you should do is just Google it.
I'm gonna Google it right now and see what the actual fuck a Tim Tam is.
Yeah, do Australian Tim Tam. Don't just do Tim Tam because you'll get some fucking Cadbury something or another. Or Tim Tams from Australia.
Australian cookies? Are they cookies? What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for the most part. But they're good. You can dip them in like coffee or whatnot.
Is there a brand of Tim Tam, or is Tim Tam like...
It is the brand.
It is the brand? But like, it says Arnott's Tim Tam Original.
Ezekiel is now determined. Ezekiel, yeah, just message James. He's the one that coordinates fantabulous things.
I mean, if you're gonna send something, I guess you could send it to me and I'll ship it to Mike. That's what I did with the licorice. It just took 6 months to get to him.
I could use some black licorice now too.
But you will call the biscuits not cookies.
Yeah.
If a biscuit is a cookie, then a cookie is a biscuit. Will you have anywhere to hold horses by time of convention? If you show up on a horse, I will find a spot to tie that horse up and keep it secure. I'm sure we can make it happen. Even if we have to go down to Mike's house. Mike's house might just be
I've got plenty of room for horses down here.
The horse stable.
I was gonna say, fuck's sake, I've got trees. It'll look like a episode of Westworld in my house.
Fucking the Walking Dead over there.
And Ezekiel, I'm sure that if we can also get you some official stickers too, we'll make it worth your while.
Oh yeah, if you randomly send Tim Tams from Australia, I will definitely send you. As a matter of fact, I found my package of keychains that I lost a long time ago. And I will say, like, Tiffany has them on her keychain, and the one is held up pretty well for like the last year and a half. It's only got a few scratches on it.
What are we talking about?
The Haunters Anonymous keychain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have mine. I didn't want to put on my keys because I don't go anywhere, so they would just sit like on the same table anyway.
Oh, my mom's like thrown Haunters Anonymous stickers on every car that we have. Like they're just on everything. Vehicles that don't move or have any intention of moving for the next like 20 years. There's a fucking Haunters Anonymous sticker slapped to it.
Funny.
Who the fuck is at my door right now? 10:56.
What? It's 11 o'clock. Why are you having visitors?
Exactly. What the fuck? Oh, you know what? That might have been Tiffany going outside.
Lock her out.
Reginald Cornelius says, James, stop talking about Dunkaroos.
I can't talk about Dunkaroos. Do you know how long it's been since I've talked about Dunkaroos? It's been... Most of these people on the stream probably don't even know my passion for Dunkaroos because I haven't been able to have them for a year. But I do have an entire box of Dunkaroos, like a store, like display box. I have an entire box of them just randomly sitting in my house because I can't eat them. So,
oh my God, that's funny.
So like 30 years from now, people completely forgot about what they are. I'm still going to have them.
Oh, Dan got some for M.
Did you find the chocolate or was it just the vanilla? Because I haven't seen the chocolate. I've only seen the vanilla. Which is fine because I only like I'm not even supposed to be talking about Dunkaroos. I literally was instructed to not talk about them, which brought up an entire conversation about them.
And now we've heard the word Dunkaroos like about a dozen times. That's funny.
Oh yeah, it was Tiffany going outside. I don't know what the fuck she's doing outside, but thanks, Ring Doorbell, for letting me know somebody's outside my house.
Well,
I have a survival cracker from 1967 in a gallon can.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Is that what they used to feed the military? Those what were they called? There was a specific name for them. No, it was it was like a dried biscuit that was just intended to be like a calorie intake source, and they were really hard pack or something. Hardtack. That's what it was.
Hardtack.
Yeah.
I've got MREs from 17 years ago from Hurricane Ivan. I should pop one open and see if it's good.
You should put them on fucking eBay.
Ugh, that's true too. You know what though? They don't have. I don't think they're coded. Like I don't think they show like how old they are. So people are like, I'll open them up and see if there's any packs of like 17-year-old M&Ms.
There you go. Wow, Alan came on 40 minutes after you, and he's closing before you. You boys are up late. We've kind of missed the last two, so I guess we're just kind of going with it for now.
Yeah.
I'm sure Mike wants to get off here eventually, but the conversation's rolling, so there's not much point.
Well, I mean, I don't care. It's funny you've got a spouse walking outside at 11 o'clock. A box of MREs, yeah. I can never find a true statement of how long MREs actually last. So I can't see myself throwing them away in case I just decide to open one up and try out a 17-year-old box of chicken teriyaki. Vic's a doomsday prepper. That I can actually see. And now he's a doomsday prepper that's going to have a brand new turbo thingamabob on his Uzi Watsons. MREs from the 80s. Well, like I said, you just don't know how long they don't really. They say 5 years, but then you've got people that go on YouTube and like, oh, this MRE is like 300 years old. This is an Egyptian MRE. I'm gonna eat it. And like, oh, okay, maybe that's. Don't die. Cat had too many kids in her house. No food to stay long. Vic has a whole storm shelter full of military supplies. That's cool. The one thing I've got here at my house is a lot of Halloween stuff that if, like, we do go into the apocalypse and somebody tries to come in my house and steal shit, they're gonna be scared shitless trying to come in my house with the clowns and the skeletons and
what?
Yeah, all had. What?
Vic's
Wait, what?
Vic's a prepper?
Yeah, he just said he's got a whole storm shelter full of military supply.
I had several MREs given to me, and I did not enjoy any of them, actually. I really appreciate the technology that went into MREs, like being able to use a water source to heat, through a chemical reaction. But flavor-wise, seriously lacking. And I never got any that had Skittles or M&Ms in them.
Oh my God! When we got a couple boxes of them for Ivan, like they all had like Skittles, M&Ms, all that shit. And of course, they're designed for calories, not actually for gourmet. Pizza MRE. Oh my God! If I had pizza MRE, they'd all be gone right now.
Oh, speaking of pizza things that I saw in the store, Danny sent me a thing that was like the pizza that she made, and it was like a Chef Boyardee, like a sheet pan pizza. And she said they're always out of stock. Dude, our shelf was full of them. We had probably 12 of them bitches on the shelf. I was like, apparently nobody up here eats fucking sheet pan pizza because they're well in stock at our store.
Danny sent me the picture of that, and her caption was, "I don't think my pizza will fit on a pizzazz." I was like, you are 300% correct.
So yeah, if you ever run out, Danny, just let me know and I will buy them and never send them to you. Just like I have your cup.
Oh my God. Fucking Discord is already unmuting itself.
Oh, while Ezekiel's still here. So from the Australian, let me know, is Arnott's the brand, like the company that makes Tim Tam? Is that the appropriate branding for it? Or is it something different in Australia? Because I'm looking at all these things and they're all Arnott's, ARNOTTS, Tim Tam, original. Australian chocolate biscuits. I feel like one of these would send me into like a sugar coma immediately as soon as I bit into one.
Oh my God, Ezekiel, are you serious? Is that why you've been in bed? Oh shit. That's insane, man.
What did he say?
Ezekiel said we just had ridiculous amounts of rain 3 weeks, flood, and all that shit. Water source was contaminated and been puking for a month. Just come good last few days. Holy shit.
Damn.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Damn, that sucks. Wow, holy shit. Cat said, "Start by raising my 6 brothers. Season was good and they would eat the containers." Oh my God.
Berlina, you had 8 kids personally, or just like all together, like associated in your house, 8 kids? Because that's impressive, 8 kids. My grandparents had 6 kids, and I thought that was insane. Like, just on my dad's side, I had 6 aunts and uncles. Well, 5 aunts and uncles, and then my dad, but...
Ezekiel said yes to Arnott's.
Yep, Arnott's, okay. I mean, I had 6 kids and 2 stepkids. I have 2 kids, and I applaud you for dealing with that in any shape. Like, the two that I have are completely enough for me for the rest of my life. I will never need another child. The two that I had were a complete handful, and next year one goes off to college, so good times there. That
Holy
just make
shit.
me feel
We've
fucking
all watched.
old.
God, your kids grow up going to college. God damn it, I'm old.
Dude, I tell you what though, it just I don't know what to do with myself. I'm not ready for like going off to I'm still looking at like doll houses and shit for Christmas, you know?
Oh, God, don't
And
make
she
people cry,
graduates
Dan.
next year's. So I know. I couldn't. I have
It'll
two
be
kids
all
and would
right.
easily trade them for a packet of honey mustard pretzels.
And now we know exactly Ezekiel's bargaining power. Vic, I can't eat ramen noodles because of the MSG.
Now,
I have friends
MSG,
that,
does it make you tired? Because MSG to my
yeah.
sister makes her completely hyper, like off the walls. As soon as she would have MSG when she was a kid, like my parents knew immediately she had something that had MSG in it because she would just fucking bounce off the walls, fucking crazy.
Yeah, MSG knocks me out bad.
Three girls and five boys. Jesus, that's amazing. That's I I applaud you like 100%. I could not even imagine. And it's funny because they always say boys cause like destruction in a financial sense because they're always breaking shit and but girls cause emotional damage that you find out later in your life how much they destroyed you.
Oh, that Berlino, that's terrible. Sorry to hear that.
That yeah, wow. That's I'm sorry to hear that. That's
Entirely too young.
yeah.
I have no kids. I have a ghost and an 18-year-old cat. That's
I
it.
still can't believe Voldemort's just like fucking living his best life out there on the porch, just enjoying the weather.
He'll be 18 in September or so, September, October. Um, he wasn't getting rid of his fur correctly for some reason, and like these huge swaths of it would come off of him and was just hanging off of him. He looked like somebody had skinned him, and
Jesus.
I didn't take any pictures because it freaked me the fuck out. And he was total side note about Voldemort. I mean, we're talking like it looked like his hide was coming off.
Mm.
And Danny, my neighbor, he's farm boy. He said, "Oh no, no!" And so Voldemort was just hanging out, just laying there, and he came up behind him, singing, and ripped it off of him. Didn't hurt him because he said it's not his skin; it's just the fur has matted, and it's trying to come off. Oh my God! It looked like he had skinned that cat. Ugh, blah 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 blah. And that's happening on his other side. But it's because he apparently, for some reason, he's not getting rid of his coat for the summer correctly. But yes, anyway, Voldemort will be 18 years old this year. Just side note for everybody. I will say that all of my family, all the old family, it was the same thing. All boys and girls and sixes and seven and eight and all that stuff. Very true, Danny. So, uh, what was the general consensus of the days? I'm pretty sure next week I can make another Wednesday night if we haven't made a general consensus of the new day. Um, but y'all let us know. James is probably having to let Tiffany back.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was distracted for like the last 2 minutes. I missed
Oh no,
everything.
that's cool. I was Danny, you really did miss a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna switch days. We haven't decided if it's gonna be like a Tuesday or a Thursday. I
Yeah.
think Thursdays are better for me than Tuesdays. So I don't know what you have going on Thursdays, but Tuesdays for me are kind of hectic generally. So Thursday's a pretty slow day for me.
Thursdays for me are generally okay. Thursdays are a neutral. Danny, the two things that you missed. One of the reasons why I was 30 minutes late, even though I got home at 7:30, is I've started a weekly game night at the resource center, and it's actually taking off. And it's something I really need to officiate over for at least a few months. But I don't get out of there until 8:30 my time, so that would be right in the middle of the show. I can't do the show there because they close the center at about 9. Because I thought about that too. So, and I think that a change of days would actually spark a little bit. Yeah, no Tuesdays. Yeah, I think it's going to be Thursdays. And if we really lose some folks, I can always make it and shift it back to Wednesday. But I've got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to accomplish at the resource center.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Thursday is the best day for me personally, and it seems like the general consensus is not Tuesday but Thursday or any day. So
let's ask the consensus here of everybody's here is Thursday okay with everybody? Berlina
hopefully
just said
Thursday's good, but yeah, just
give
in
a couple of
advance.
days heads up. Well, we don't want to have to give you a heads. We don't want to make it where you don't know really what day it's going to be, Berlina. So, I literally am still choking on a 7-year-old piece of popcorn in my throat, and I cannot talk right.
Jesus.
It's stuck in it's the rancid. It's really not in there. It's the rancid oil. I can still taste it. If Thursday works for everybody, maybe we can even get Mark back. I don't know if Mark is just now his schedule's made it impossible for him to be here. All right, so Thursday so far. Thursday. Okay, everybody's saying yes on Thursday.
Either day, Thursday. So I'm assuming Thursday is going to probably be our new day, which is fine with me.
It's probably going to kill me. Yeah, literally, like I had like a handful of this 7-year-old popcorn, and I can still. It hasn't messed my stomach up, so I'm sure okay. Eat some bread. Yeah, when I get off the stream, I'm gonna have some peanut butter and peanut butter sandwich. Total speaking of peanut butter, everybody, if you've got a pop shelf in your area, and you can go there, get the Hampton Farms peanut butter. It is the best peanut butter I have ever frickin' had. It's $2 for a 1-pound jar. Jesus, it's good. It literally tastes like when you're at like a steakhouse that serves the peanuts and you're eating them and you're just like, ooh, these are so good because they're fresh roast on stuff. It literally tastes just like that, but in peanut butter form. Well, we'll say that Thursday, it's called Pop Shelf. There's only two pop shelves in Florida, Danny, and we just got one here in Pensacola. We're a test place. Peanut butter is the best thing ever, man. It probably would have fixed your turbo too.
Who's gonna say peanut butter sucks? Come on, Vic, get your shit together, man. Yeah, get Danny, your shit together.
Get your shit together.
Danny, it's POP shelf, so Pop Shelf. They sell peanut butter. It's from Hampton Farm. Maybe you can get Hampton Farms somewhere else. Oh my God, the peanut butter was so good. Well, it's all right. Let me explain Pop Shelf real quick. Dollar General owns Pop Shelf, and what they're trying to do is make another facility for things that are kind of Dollar General stuff, but also like nothing there is over $5. And the stores are phenomenal. I wish all Dollar Generals would turn into Pop Shelves because Dollar Generals are nothing but trash. Kat, you're right, but roasted peanuts in a small processor, make your own. But my
Holy
level
shit.
of
Can we roast peanuts on the pizzazz now that I'm thinking about this? You won't do
Probably.
popcorn. I feel like we could do peanuts. I don't know how
Probably
you
could.
make peanut butter out of peanuts. Like, I don't know the full process other than, mashing
pain
and
in
the
the dick.
oil processing part of it.
The two things that you just said are a pain in the dick.
I'd just
So no, I'll
throw
just
them on the fucking pizzazz, let them roast,
I'll,
and then throw them
yeah,
into like
no.
a ninja blender or something.
Yeah, but that's not how that works. That's not how any of that works.
I feel like
I
it
used to have
could
a
work
peanut butter.
though. I mean,
I used to have a peanut butter maker, like literally, like and that was a pain in the dick, and it was literally a Ronco peanut butter maker. No. Also, Ezekiel apparently does not like peanut butter, and Vic does not like nuts, unless they're these nuts. Danny, yes, it's like a gourmet Dollar General. Like they will sell some Clover Valley stuff in there, but you can go into a pop shelf and it's got a lot of art stuff and a lot of it's yeah. It's a much nicer, way nicer, cleaner, brighter version of a Dollar General. But Dollar Generals will have more food. This one has limited food. But it does have Hampton Farm peanut butter. It's so fucking good. That's all I can say about it. Yeah, cleaning it would be yeah. Kat, you're making it sound way more simple. Too. It's like Danny said, the cleaning part's really probably the throw nuts in a bin, eat brisket. Damn it. This popcorn from 7 years ago stuck in the wrong part of my throat. Maybe I don't know. But if you have a pop shelf or you know how to get some Hampton Farms peanut butter, I'll personally guarantee you it's the best peanut butter you've ever had. Because it tastes like fried roast peanuts. Maybe one of the streams, Kat, what we'll do is we'll show how much of a pain in a dick it is for Mike to make peanut butter. What y'all do on Hunters Anonymous? Made peanut butter, threw everything out. Now look, Ronco made some damn good products, Kat. Now let's look here now. I had several Ronco. I probably still have Ronco products in this house. The commercials were awesome. Ronco commercials. I seriously think that my Pizzazz was made by Roncos, but I might be wrong.
I don't. What the fuck did I just miss? Like,
you have to go back. Kat said that's where I screwed up. I used anything that was a Ronco product.
So are we talking about making peanut butter on the show? Because I still feel like that should
That's
be
what I was joking with them about. I'm just like, let's just have a Hunters Anonymous show where it's all about me making peanut butter and throwing everything out of the house because I got so pissed off about it.
I'm gonna try your peanut butter.
Shit. And just, I mean, as a side note, I actually love peanut butter.
I do too. It's fantastic for protein and fats, like to get a good boost of energy. Like majority of the time, the stuff that I eat now is like the natural stuff that has extremely low sugar. So when you eat it, it's very dry and like sucks all the moisture out of your mouth, but it's very peanutty. And like I slather that shit on a banana and just slice it up, and that's like my after workout, pre-workout snack because it helps prevent cramps from the banana, and then you have all the fats and goodness from the peanuts. It's a great pre-workout or post-workout snack.
I like peanut. They're easy to make, and I like peanut butter and cheese sandwiches myself. But
well, you're in like the boiled peanut central of the world too, anyway. So
yeah, you can go anywhere here, and somebody somewhere is selling boiled peanuts, and then of course Cajun boiled peanuts. Woo, yes, thank you.
Again, let me just reiterate how much we sincerely appreciate. We're rocking 15, 16 people on just YouTube alone right now, and that's We've been on for almost 2.5 hours. That's bonkers. Like I don't even know what to say. Just thank you for being here.
The sweat on my ass also determines we've been doing this for a while.
Yep. Well, I have air conditioning, so
I got my ass facing the box fan. I'm sitting in this chair like as if I'm like a runway model right now, just to keep my butt cool. There's a little TMI for everybody. Ezekiel, yeah, I'm on the fence about Nutella. Some people love the hell out of it, but I'm like, I don't know about that.
I appreciate Nutella. You know, my absolute favorite peanut butter, like it's really bad for you because there's a lot of sugar in it, but it's so fucking good, is Peter Pan honey peanut butter. It's so fucking good.
See, I can't. I've tried that, and I can't. I don't know. Something about the honey part. It just freaks me out.
It's really sweet. Like it's not good for you, like at all. But taste wise, it's so fucking good. And the new Reese's, like, I mean, they're not new. They've been out for a few years, but like they keep randomly releasing them. Is the all peanut butter cups where it's like no chocolate, just has like the coating of white chocolate flavored peanut butter over top of their actual peanut butter filling. Those are good as fuck too, but I eat 2 of them, I get sick. I'm just not, like,
right.
my body's not intended to handle that kind of sugar anymore.
I've been trying to very much stay away from sugar unless I'm out of the house, like at my parents or something. But right now, Berlina, yes, if Reginald's going to do funnel cakes, he'll be doing deep fried Oreos. I guarantee it.
Well, there's going to be deep fried Oreos regardless if we have funnel cakes. Like, deep fried Oreo is 100% a necessity because, like, the foundation of our friendship is 100% based on deep fried Oreos.
Deep fried Oreos.
And hatred of turkey legs, which, if anybody isn't like a member of the Halloween Horror Nights drama group, it's abbreviated DFO for deep fried Oreos and T-leg for turkey legs, because one is an absolute godsend, the other one is completely the spawn of Satan, and I think you know which one is which. All
in the same evening. Yeah, I got to update the. Y'all have to tell me what year you're in at HHN so I can update that damn picture. Danny, I cannot stand natural peanut butter. It's something about, I don't know why.
Well, there's a serious lack of sugar in natural peanut butter. Like, there's probably 2 or 3 grams of sugar in natural peanut butter, but like Jif or anything else, they did tend to like bump up the sugar.
Oh shit. Yeah. Sorry. Look at Ezekiel's comment. He had to enlighten you on Tim Tam, so you're gonna have to enlighten him on what a deep fried Oreo is.
I would gladly send you deep fried Oreos, but by the time they got to Australia, they would be absolute garbage. And probably like reach a level of toxicity that no human should ever put into their body. So
Ezekiel,
you take an Oreo, you put it in some batter, you throw it into a deep fryer. You've got deep fried Oreos. They're fucking
yeah. But then you take it out, and then if you're really fancy, you put some confectioner sugar on it.
Oh, of course, just or chocolate syrup, depending on the place.
So it's literally just the way it sounds. It's a battered Oreo, deep fried, and then some confectioner sugar or your choice of topping. And or if you cannot wait for all that, you just pull it out, shove it in your mouth, burn your whole face off with it, and enjoy all the sugar. Halloween Horror Nights is where my first experience with deep fried Oreos was. And I completely fell in love with them. Although, oddly enough, right now, because I'm so freaking hungry, what just came to my mind was a Krispy Kreme hamburger. Like, I could eat like 2 or 3 of those right now. I've been trying to lower my caloric intake, and it's working, but it's freaking me the fuck out. Natural peanut butter for my dogs, but usually have to order it. Really? Like, Walmart here sells like Great Value brand natural peanut butter, which is the worst natural peanut butter. You don't ever buy it because it will somehow solidify and turn into, like, you have to literally chip it out of the ship it out of the thing. Thanks, Vic. Danny says it takes getting used to, and I buy the natural Jif, but my mom got us hooked on the real natural stuff back when I was in middle school. Like you got to stir it because also, yeah. See, that's the other thing. Like the going back to the Great Value natural peanut butter, it like says stir free, but it's like you couldn't stir it anyway because it's like literally like it's like dried mud. It's like dried mud. I was trying to figure out what to. It's like dried mud. I eventually ate all of it because it didn't go bad, but like you couldn't spread it. I had to take a spoon, chip at it, and then I was eating it almost like oh shit, what's that? Not peanut brittle, but it was not good.
You got me on that one. I don't know. Well, so the thing is, like usual natural peanut butter, like the oil will separate from the peanut butter itself. So like you have to stir the ever loving life out of it to get, to like a normal consistency. But like if you check it and there's normally like 2 grams or less of sugar because natural peanut butter itself does not have a lot of sugar in it. So for like with my surgery and everything, I try to consume as literal, like as small amount of sugar as possible. Sugar and carbs are the 2 things I kind of have to stay away from simply because carbs, break down into sugar. But, so like natural peanut butter is got generally like the top of it is super oily because it just separates for whatever reason. I usually end up getting something like, what the hell is the name of that brand? I don't have it next to me right now to know, but so I'm looking at fucking Tim Tams on one screen and I'm talking about natural peanut butter in just general discussion. So I'm kind of all over the place here.
I see you're right about the ingredients. Wait a minute, missed so much here. Yeah, Ezekiel, get yourself some Oreos and just go ahead and deep fry yourself. Get some batter. Hold on, missing some stuff here because Ezekiel also asked, do you guys have Chiquito chocolate bars? And let me answer Kat's thing real quick about toffee. What I'm talking about with the peanut butter consistency, it's like peanut butter fudge, but it's peanut butter. It's like when you make fudge, but it's peanut butter. And it's like you bite into it and it's almost kind of dry, but it's peanut butter. I haven't heard of Chiquito chocolate bars. James, have you heard of that?
Not once in my life.
No. So apparently that is also not a United States thing. Natural peanut butter on mozzarella cheese. I could see myself doing regular peanut butter. I could see myself doing Hampton's Farm peanut butter on mozzarella cheese. I love peanut butter and cheese together.
Hold the fuck on a minute here. Natural peanut butter shockingly tastes good on mozzarella cheese. What?
Oh,
who the fuck comes up with that decision? When do you ever?
I don't know. But I want that now.
That sounds like fucking cheddar cheese on apple pie. Who's coming up with these decisions to fucking mix two crazy?
Dude, I'll make a peanut butter sandwich and put 1 or 2 slices of American cheese on it.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I missing out on? Am I gonna have to go eat a fucking cheese stick and just dip it in my natural peanut butter?
Yeah, yeah. But look. Think about this. People will go out and buy cheese crackers that have peanut butter in them, and that's the fakest shit ever. And like, oh, these are good. Da, 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 da. But if you take peanut butter, I do
enjoy peanut butter cheese crackers. So all right.
And that's nowhere near what just like real cheese and real peanut butter tastes like. I mean, I've actually taken pepper jack cheese and put it on a peanut butter sandwich, and that was like the bee's knees.
I can't handle this fucking conversation.
It's good.
What?
Berlina, we've been having pop-up storms here too. I'm telling you, Ezekiel's starting a third world care package. I'm Danny. I'm there with you. I'm totally there with you. Peanut butter and cheese, like for real, peanut butter and cheese is actually really good.
I legitimately have mozzarella cheese sticks in my refrigerator down here. I'm going to dip into fucking. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm gonna go fucking do it right now. I'm gonna do it on the stream. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
What's another hour? See, Danny says, yes, James, dip your cheese stick in peanut butter. Danny says, we were poor, so I had to slice a chunk of a block and spread. Well, that's good too. Vic loves pepper jack crackers and cheese. Dude, I love pepper jack cheese. I love pepper jack. I'll eat it. I love just about any cheese, but pepper jack, especially if it's good pepper jack. But usually in the house, I'll have like a package of American cheese, like fake shit. And when I make a peanut butter sandwich, I'll put one or two. If I'm hungry, I'll put 2 slices of it on there. But sometimes I had pepper jack cheese, Colby, mozzarella slices, sharp cheddar, mild cheddar on peanut butter sandwiches. Ezekiel, yes, pepper jack is the bomb. That is, oh my God. I could just eat chunks of pepper jack cheese for a snack. Excuse me. Danny says, also when I was growing up, we were living in Wisconsin, 10 miles from a creamery. Oh, wow. So the cheese was so damn good. Oh, I bet. We should all make bets while James is gone. Will James like mozzarella cheese dipped in peanut butter? I'm going to say he's going to like it. I'm going to say he's going to like it. And it's going to be his new protein snack. Unfortunately, I'm actually out of cheese, but I am going to be making a peanut butter sandwich to dislodge the 7-year-old fucking popcorn I ate. James about to be in line. Ezekiel, so will you when you get your Oreos and batter and confectioner's sugar. It's so good. And you don't have to do it really. All you're doing is getting the batter to cook. And it makes Oreo like it's warm and soft inside.
I'm sorry. All right, let's. No, I'm not using fucking sugared peanut butter. Calm down. All right. This shit's about to happen. Let's.
Who's that towards? Nobody's.
Tiffany.
No. Oh, Ezekiel's doing the Oreo thing tonight.
Hold on.
I'm here.
All right, Tiffany's here too. We're gonna try this bullshit because I don't fucking believe a single thing that you've said.
I'm gonna be pissed off. James is dipping.
I literally have dipped it into my fucking natural protein peanut butter.
It's gonna be fucking gross.
Natural protein peanut butter.
He's drunk though.
Well, it's gonna be good.
You gave me the cheesesteak with no peanut butter.
Get some peanut butter on that damn cheesesteak.
Pissed off. Who recommended this?
A few people have said it.
Who?
I'm not. All right.
I'm gonna come for them.
Tell her one of them's me.
I'm not sad about it. So if you don't finish that, I'm going to. Like the peanut butter aside from being really dry, the cheese blends with it fairly nicely.
Not without peanut butter, it doesn't.
It's natural peanut butter. I'm sorry.
I'm going upstairs.
I think the natural peanut butter is gonna screw with it. You really just need some good old fashioned Hampton Farms.
There's too late. All right, it's cheese stick.
Vic says cheese makes me poop.
All right.
Danny, yes. Hampton Farm. At Pop Shelf, it's $2 for 1 pound. Now, here's the thing, Danny. If you're gonna go looking for it, the thing that makes it so good is, when you're at the steakhouse and you're opening up the peanuts and you're eating some of that little brown shell, whatever, like thin paper thing. They grind some of that up in the peanut butter, and that's what gives it the flavor. So if you see the peanut butter, it's got these tiny little bit of specks in it. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's so good. So what's the verdict? Tiffany apparently left. She was disgusted.
Tiffany had to go get real peanut butter because she doesn't like my natural peanut butter.
Oh, yes. You need to try it with real peanut butter too. honestly, if you can.
He did.
What?
You ate the whole cheese stick?
I did. You have to get another one. There's another one in the fucking refrigerator. Calm down.
You greedy son of a bitch.
I don't know where this fucking show has gone tonight, but we're in a different.
This is from the person
we're in
that
a
left,
different
like,
place.
Went out your front door at 11 o'clock for some
I
reason.
legitimately still have Tim Tams pulled up on my other screen. So, like, we're fucking all over the place. And I see this Best of Australia chocolate and snack box. Let me read off some of this stuff. See if this is worth $43. Tim Tam, Allen's Party Mix, Vegemite, which I know is absolutely abhorrent. Cherry Ripe, which I have no idea what that is. Shapes, again, no idea. Tiny Teddy, Fantels, Caramello Koala, Violet Crumble, and more. I don't know what
You probably
Can
just
I
mentioned
say, I
everything in
hope
it.
you people are happy that I'm here trying this.
They're all
shit.
super happy that you're here trying
Hey,
this shit.
Tiffany,
And he has an extra cheese stick in case he likes it.
I'm not going to go in a whole additional cheese stick.
He will.
Too much cheese.
He will.
oh, additional cheese stick.
Fucking open it. Hold on.
He's taking his time.
All right, so this is a cheese stick. It's a Sargento Snacks cheese mozzarella stick.
It's the low calorie,
Low calorie one, so it's low fat
fancy.
mozzarella
dipped in regular.
dipped in regular Jif. I don't know. I like my protein peanut butter more, but
I did not. It was dry.
hold on a second. We'll have a verdict here in a moment.
This is the rare occasions when video would work great, but we don't.
So
need that.
good, yeah, but I'm not doing that.
No. Cat,
Let me
yeah,
try-
I
let me
grew
try
up
it.
on box
That
food,
is so
and-
much better.
Well, she agrees
Yeah.
that it's really good
Yeah,
with
get
regular
some
peanut
creamy
butter.
ass peanut
It's
butter on there
really
instead
dry,
of
but
like.
good.
I like the regular. I like my protein peanut butter more.
The Jeff is the way to go.
No,
Thank you. You have another cheese stick. Thank you.
that's fucking ridiculous.
Okay. Peace out, people.
No, fucking take that back upstairs. I don't want it.
Tomorrow.
What do you mean tomorrow?
I'm going to bed.
God damn. Where has this show ended up? I'm just saying.
It went to taste test. Ezekiel said that box is pretty legit. If the box is legit, it's pretty good.
Get out of here.
That's
The
where it
Vegemite.
ends.
See, Danny, we know what we're talking about. And I mean, that's a real high protein. You dip like a damn cheese stick in some of your dry ass protein peanut butter, you'd be all right. Good protein right there.
So Tiffany says not bad with Jif. I like it more with my protein peanut butter, but I eat my protein peanut butter more because it's low sugar and high protein.
But it's something that like you weren't disgusted by. Like you were like, oh yeah, that would be good for an occasional snack, right?
Now it really doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever what I'm eating currently. Like it's the whole cheddar cheese on apple pie thing all over again. Who the fuck is mixing? I don't know who came up with this.
Well, it's like putting peanut butter on a hamburger or a steak. Peanut butter on a hamburger is phenomenal.
The fucking peanut butter the Elvis has left the building at Cowfish. Stupidly good. Except for the banana. They put too much like overly ripe banana, so it's really strong. I don't care for that as much, but the peanut butter burger combo is stupidly good.
Yeah. Ezekiel says Jif down under is bleach.
Let me read the ingredients on the Jif box. I don't really eat Jif anymore, so I don't even really know what's in it.
Well, hey, Danny, have you looked up Hampton Farm peanut butter to see if it's sold anywhere besides Pop Shelf? I can't imagine it's just Pop Shelf. I'd be curious what you find out. It really is good. I swear by it. I'm on my third jar.
So Jif is roasted peanuts, sugar, 2% less of molasses, fully hydrogenated vegetable oils. Whoa, what the fuck is rapeseed? I didn't know that was a thing ever. I don't really want to put that in my body ever again. Thank you.
Cat says that burger might be okay, but without the meat. That's just a damn peanut butter sandwich, Cat.
It's just a peanut butter sandwich. There's not even any
It's just a
jelly.
peanut butter sandwich. That's one thing. I'm not a big jelly person on peanut butter. I'll eat it, but
No, I will
Ezekiel
eat the
says-
shit out of peanut butter and strawberry jelly. Fuck.
my parents do that too. Ezekiel says Vegemite on a steak is legit amazing, but once again, do it with an Aussie. I'm having issues not taking the piss out of an American tourist. I'm having issues with words.
Vegemite, though, like, I know Vegemite's a very, like, you have to have a very specific palate to enjoy Vegemite. I don't think I do. I think it would make me want to vomit.
Oh, Danny, no worries. I just wasn't sure. Well, isn't Vegemite like the leftovers of making beer? Kind of like diesel's the leftover of making gas? Or something like that? Am I wrong? My friend in Australia, my friend I worked with, who lives in Australia, that sent the Tim Tams, she loves Vegemite. She's like, oh yeah. She wanted to send me some. I'm like, no, it was all right. Cat says, yep. Like, all right. Peanut butter sandwich. Cat makes up a peanut butter sandwich with some cheese on it. Good stuff. Cat says, haven't eaten meat since I was 18. Would cook it for the kids because it was their choice, but I don't eat it. Oh, very good.
So you're strictly vegetarian? That's awesome. Personally, I couldn't. I enjoy meat too much, but I mean, there are 1,001 different substitutes for meat these days, I guess.
Ugh. That beyond stuff. That stuff gives you the shits. Ezekiel says that's what they tell the tourists.
Foster's and Vegemite, the great tourist trap. Foster's beer to me, dude, I liked it when I was in high school and like because I was like a beach bum at the time, so I was always like, oh yeah, Foster's is Australian, so you know, let's embrace the surf lifestyle. I can't drink that shit now at all. I just can't.
Most of those are crap.
Let me get some verification on this though, because I need a little bit more of an explanation. What the hell is Tiny Teddy?
Ezekiel says Foster's is kangaroo pet.
So this box contains 4 Cadbury Cherry Ripe, 4 Allen's Fantails, 4 Cadbury Caramello Koala, 2 Vegemite Happy Little portions, 1 Arnott's Tim Tam Original, 1 Allen's Party Mix, 1 Violet Crumble, and then we have 1 Arnott's Shapes Mini Chicken Crimpy. What the fuck is a chicken crimpy?
I would eat everything you just mentioned.
Arnott's Shapes Pizza, Arnott's Shapes Barbecue, Arnott's Tiny Teddy Chocolate, Arnott's Tiny Teddy Chocolate Chip, Arnott's Tiny Teddy Honey, and 1 Silicon Australian. It's just a fucking. It's just one of those like Live Strong bracelets. But
Ezekiel said, screw that, I'll send you a care package.
I don't want you spending money on shit like that though. I'll buy some random shit. I just need to know if it's worth $43. Like I don't know how legitimate these things are. I don't know what the fuck a Violet Crumble is or a Allen's Party Mix.
Oh man, he says Tiny Teddies are small baby cookies. Kind of like
what it looks
animal.
like the packaging looks like it's like for an infant almost. It's got like a little bear on it. It's actually kind of funny because the bear is like, for the chocolate, there's like a brown bear, and then the regular one is called Grumpy, and then the chocolate chip has Grumpy but covered in chocolate chips. I don't know.
He said Violet Crumble is honeycomb.
honeycomb,
violet crumble. Danny, we've got a company in here that it's called Snack Crate or something like that, and it's actually based here in Pensacola. And it became a multi-million-dollar company within like a year. They operate out of a warehouse downtown.
Tiny Teddies are McDonald's cookies. Okay, so they're really bad cookies. Noted. And I really don't want Vegemite. Like, I don't want anything to do with Vegemite at all. Party Mix looks pretty okay. No artificial colors. That's fun. The shapes kind of look like... they look like crackers. Like, just normal ass. What the hell is a chicken crimpy, though? That's throwing me for the biggest loop here. Is a chicken crimpy? Violet.
Yeah, I think if I got
crumble looks like a chocolate bar with something in the middle of it.
well, he said it's a honeycomb or something.
So it's chocolate and honey.
I guess.
Danny, you should make like an OnlyFans of you just ordering random snack boxes from across the world and then eating them on video.
You could probably make millions of dollars doing that on YouTube. Oh, Ezekiel told you what those things are.
Shapes are savory crackers. They are good. Chicken crimpy savory cookie with chicken. So it's a savory cookie with chicken flavoring. It's like chicken chips from Trailer Park Boys. Sorry, biscuit, not cookie. So I'm assuming a biscuit is essentially what we call a cracker.
No, a biscuit I think is a cookie. What we call a cookie.
Who the fuck eats chicken flavored cookies though?
I would.
A chicken flavored cookie?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not about that life.
I mean, I'm eating peanut butter and cheese over here, so what the hell? Why not?
I literally ate like a whole cheese stick just fucking slathered in peanut butter. So thank you guys, because that shit's gonna hurt in a little while. I will say I've had a few beverages this evening that like have really calmed my nerves from the first 30 minutes of the show with me trying to do it by myself.
I thought I heard some clinking of the ice.
There is, right here. See, it's almost Mark level, but not quite that dynamic.
Chicken and a biscuit. No, Mark level is like he's ripped a hole in his refrigerator and the fucking ice is flowing out into a metal floor.
So,
Chicken and a biscuit.
a biscuit. So a British biscuit is a cookie, but is a British biscuit the same as an Australian biscuit? Like, are they the same things? I do understand that, like, yes, imperial units of measurement across the board, except for everywhere and across America, because we're fucking imperial. And no, European, I don't know. It's too late for this shit. I'm too far in. I've already eaten a cheese stick covered in peanut butter, and
We are past math o'clock.
exactly. We call everything biscuit, sweet, or savory. That's got to get confusing as hell. So what are animal crackers in Australia? Because animal crackers are not crackers, they're more cookie. So who's drawing that line in the sand?
Well, yeah, animal biscuits sounds kind of vulgar. Cat food.
So animal crackers are cat food? I'm still thrown off by the whole mozzarella stick
Oh my god, if
and
he's
peanut
like,
butter thing.
if
I
he's
don't even know
serious
what to
about
do.
that, that is funny as shit. Well, we tried to tell you it was good.
I did. I don't know. I'm gonna go throw a slice of cheddar on a piece of apple pie tomorrow and see if I like that.
That's gross.
It's kind of fucking. It's thrown my whole world into a fucking topsy turvy.
Who wants you to do that with apple pie?
Danny's
Fucking-
candy corn stream has turned into snacking around the world. What?
Who?
Kay did it in Men in Black. I don't know. It's apparently a thing that people do.
Cheese on apple pie?
Yes, at the end of Men in Black 2, he gets a slice of apple pie with cheese on it, cheddar cheese.
Guess we know we're doing tomorrow.
I don't know. I'm not ready to venture down that rabbit hole.
Cat, neither do we. We don't have those anymore. They changed the branding because of the whole animals in a cage thing.
It's good. I don't think they have those little red cage boxes of animal cracker. Well, what is an animal cracker? Because it's not a cracker. It's not. There's a whole thing in Armageddon about it. Like, you don't put cheese on a cookie. Apparently you do, though. I just put fucking peanut butter on a cheese, so why not?
You could put cheese on a peanut butter cookie.
Would you, though?
I would. I'd eat it. I'd eat it.
You would put cheese on a peanut butter cookie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got so many questions. I have more questions than I'm ever going to have answers for, I think.
You'll wake up tomorrow morning going like, oh my God.
Yeah, that hangover is going to be really rough. So many questions, no fucking answers.
Ezekiel said that if you fix the Vegemite, you'd probably eat it. That's probably true. Cat says they
Vegemite,
feed
though.
the animals, but we still eat the animals. Cat, I know a few folks that are, they are like very vegan. But I really am like James. I've got to have like my meat. I grew up with it.
Well, I remember they took the animals on the packaging of animal crackers. They took them out of the cages, like, because the whole symbolism of the animals in the cages on. Who the fuck makes that connection? I don't know. Maybe I'm just too simplistic in my thinking that, like,
He's drunk.
I'm upset about animals in cages on my animal crackers because I don't even know.
Well, I mean, you've got it's the vegans and the people that it's the cruelty of it. I mean, it makes in the 21st century with the way things are going, I can see it. I mean, there's people that are scrutinizing everything. I mean, Uncle Ben is gone, Aunt Jemima's gone. There's a lot of things that are changing. Branding that's been around like animal crackers forever. So I mean, it's not something I would ever thought of, but once it was brought to my attention, I'm like, oh well, yeah. Cat says my dad was a meat and potatoes guy, big time, but he would eat my food and swear there was meat in it. Depends on the cook. True. The only side story I've got about that is a couple years ago when that Beyond Burger stuff came out and Burger King had it. I went to go get just a regular Whopper, and I know they passed me a Beyond Burger in it, and I could even tell the taste was different. But I didn't think they had slipped me a Beyond Burger, and like 30 minutes later, I was cramped up and on the toilet, like for a while, and it was that. I'm like, this Forever Burger is turning into a Forever shit. Or Forever Burger, Beyond
Cat
Burger.
said, I have no right to tell you what to eat. I choose to not eat meat. My choice. No right to force you. Yeah, but you can still explain why you don't eat meat. Like, I don't think that you explaining yourself is in any way trying to force us to be like, yeah, we're not gonna eat.
No. That's we're here to learn and converse, not no.
I
like,
completely respect the fact that you can go through life without eating meat. Like, that's awesome. If I could do it, I would do it, but there's something about meat that just makes me happy. I don't know. I have disassociated myself from my food and things I like to look like cows. I don't like to associate the two things together, but I've mentally separated the two from ever having to worry about like, oh, I'm killing this cow to eat it. But you know, if you don't want to eat meat, that's awesome. I applaud you for it.
Absolutely.
It's nothing that like, it's not something that's gonna like upset me because you don't eat meat and I do by any means. I have my cousin's a very, she's very outspoken when it comes to eating meat and like, you know, keeping animals as pets and all this stuff. So like I'm very well versed in the whole walking the line between understanding and offending. PETA is one of the biggest like contradictories in the world. They've killed more animals than I think most slaughterhouses have. PETA is just a terrible organization all around.
I just stopped my family from having a giant turkey on the table at Thanksgiving, talking about a dead animal, having my arm stuffed in it. Then I'll slice the kitchen. I'm not a big fan of turkey. I'll eat turkey, but
I love turkey. I can't. Turkey's
yeah,
probably one of my main sources of protein because
I think we
I'm
have.
not a big red meat eater. So like
Oh,
chicken and turkey is a lot of my source of protein.
I'll eat sliced turkey like on sandwiches, but you know we have this conversation every Thanksgiving. You know, just to have a big ass gobbler on the table and or two or three, depending on how big the family is. It's just not my bag. I prefer lasagna over turkey for Thanksgiving.
There's a lot of people that do lasagna on Thanksgiving. I'm a traditionalist when it comes to Thanksgiving. Like I've got to, I have to have a turkey in the oven, like just for the ambience of my house smelling like turkey. I There's literally no other reason because I prefer deep fried turkey or like smoked turkey over just an oven roasted turkey. But I am so like my entire childhood is just completely ingrained into my being that I have to have a turkey in the oven to smell it, which I understand is you know, hearing that from a vegan is probably like, you know, fucked up, but I I can't change the fact that I eat turkey on Thanksgiving.
Ezekiel just had the nastiest story about turkey legs. Had turkey leg in Disneyland once. It burst hot, fat, first bite. Not my most favorite flavor. Blah. 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 Turkey legs. Lord. All this talk about food, I've got to get a peanut butter sandwich. I've got to get a Hampton Farms peanut butter sandwich. Hampton Farms. The taste, that's the best. But it is also about midnight your time and 11 my time, so
I'm not gonna lie. I'm at the point of drunk this evening that because I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm kind of at a whatever. So whenever you're to the point that you're too hot to continue is fine. But
well, I'm thinking if we just we wind up at the top of the hour because
which is exactly 1 minute away.
And that lets everybody, all these folks go. They've got things to do, and that way you can have another cheese stick dipped in peanut butter. But I have to finish my yard tomorrow, and I have a meeting about the thing in September, and then I've got to finish up my stuff for Friday. I've got a pretty decent day tomorrow. Not saying this has not been like amazing, and once again, sorry for being 30 minutes late. Oh my God, if it's $17 a jar in Australia, then just go with whatever you normally get for peanut butter. I'm just telling you that. I mean, honestly, it really is. It's like literally eating fresh roasted peanuts from the shell. I've never had peanut butter that tastes. I've had good peanut butter, but literally tasting like I literally just had like a handful of roasted peanuts from the shell. I've never had peanut butter taste like that before until Hampton Farms. Maybe I can get a sponsorship. Maybe we can get a sponsorship from Hampton Farms.
Kat said, "Prep me for my son-in-law. He's allergic to gluten, dairy, tree nuts, and soy. Really tricky." That is a lot of allergens for one meal. I will agree with you that it's pretty complex. Again, I just stick with low sugar natural peanut butter because it's convenient for me to like throw on a banana whenever I need, quick boosts of protein and some potassium from banana, and it's a good combination. And again, I don't really eat sugar much anymore, so to me, natural peanut butter is actually kind of sweet. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about on a Haunters Anonymous stream about peanut butter and bananas, but this is where shit ends up at 12 o'clock at night, like it is what
I
it
do
is.
like peanut butter on celery sticks is good too, by the way.
Yeah, dude, fucking ants on a log. That shit was amazing. We used to put raisins on it, so it was like peanut butter, celery, and raisins.
Yeah.
That was a schoolhouse thing,
Yes, we have come full circle. And Ezekiel, I absolutely agree with you. New stuff is always good. Great haunt recovery food. No shit. But folks, because I am now starving from all this food talk, I've got to get something in me because James has had his like peanut butter on cheese. So I gotta get something.
I ate an entire fucking cheese stick full of peanut butter. Like I ate half of one and I ate a half of another one. So, I probably consumed 60% of my daily caloric intake in the last 30 minutes. But again, protein, 2 hours is, we're still holding steady at 11 people. I couldn't begin to like.
It's been 3 hours.
Fuck, has it? Listen, yeah. I'm at the point right now where I don't even understand time as a concept. Like.
Yeah, Ezekiel, I'm not a big raisin pro. I'll eat them, but anyway, let's all call it quits. So I'm gonna have a peanut butter at Hampton Farms peanut butter sandwich. Once again, everybody, thank you so much for sticking around for 3 hours with us. Sorry again for my 30-minute lateness and technology. We'll go ahead and say that Thursday nights is our new night. I'll put out something about it in a day or so, just to remind everybody. Then we'll do an event page. You are all so phenomenal. Thank you so much. Such a hoot. It's because of y'all we can go on for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. But everybody have a safe weekend. Thank you so much. And I'm going to switch it over to James.
Fuck, I probably should have been paying attention to what you just said, so I don't repeat things. But thank you everybody that has showed up and stayed. To have over 10 people for 3 fucking hours on a Wednesday night is completely bonkers for us. Like I don't even know how to fully describe that. But thank you for being here. Thank you for interacting with us and the random ass shit that we talk about on a Haunters Anonymous stream. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking now because I have nothing else constructive to say other than thank you again 1,000 times over. You guys are what completely make this show, and it's why we love doing this stuff, because you guys are hilarious and fun and make things interesting. So, all right, I'm going to end this before I can no longer talk.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good one, guys. We'll see you, I guess, next Thursday. Are we going to do it next Thursday?
Yeah, I think Thursday is what we've decided on.
All right. So we'll see you guys next Thursday. Appreciate everybody being here. And thank you again. Have a good night.